To Boral Connects, a new way of doing business with Boral that has been designed to improve your customer experience while saving you valuable time. We've undertaken extensive research, interviewing customers about the highs and lows of dealing with Boral concrete. Based on this feedback, we've developed some exciting new solutions that will give you greater visibility and control over your concrete orders and deliveries. Our aim is to provide you with near real-time delivery information and transparency of your concrete orders. Placing a concrete order has never been so easy. Follow the simple prompts and order your concrete at any hour of the day. Whether you're on the job site or in the office, you now have the ability to see all current and future orders online. You can now confirm or cancel your order online without having to call our service centre. You can also see when your concrete delivery will arrive on site, which trucks are in transit, when trucks are scheduled for delivery, and be notified when your first truck is leaving the plant. Electronic dockets can be accessed as soon as your truck arrives on site. All of your docket history can be found via our Dockets dashboard, giving you the option to download in bulk or individually as a PDF or CSV file. These are just a few of the exciting new features we're offering, and there's still more to come. Signing up to Boral Connects is easy. Visit boralconnects.com.au.
I'm just going to back the trailer in.
Can you bring it as close to the house as you can?
Don't you mean our house?
Oh yeah, our house. Our house. I like how that sounds. I don't like how that sounds.
Is this close enough?
Make sure you have RAA Home and Contents Insurance. All claims are handled here NSA. Get a quote today. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
Yes, good evening and welcome to the NPL SA, its final series. It's week one. The National Premier League of South Australia sees the MetroStars in this week one of the final series, hosting Adelaide City. It's a knockout game tonight, no second prize, and we're live from TK Shutter Reserve. The 2020 NPL SA final series is proudly presented by Boral. As you would have seen earlier on, Boral is Australia's largest construction materials supplier with a strong reputation for product quality, service and technical competency across a vast network of concrete, quarry and asphalt plants. Phone Boral today on 8425 0400. 8425 0400. It's the NPL SA Final Series, Week 1, the MetroStars tonight hosting Adelaide City. Well, as we said, welcome to TK Shutter Reserve. MetroStars tonight hosting Adelaide City, and it's all brought to you by Boral, Australia's largest construction materials supplier. And we'd also like to acknowledge the support of the RAA. Enjoy the perks of RAA membership. Search RAA member benefits. Also, they've been with us throughout the season. Green Play Australia will be providing our stats, time clock and scoreboard updates. There are two other finals going on tonight, so we'll keep you up to date with that. Tonight's matchday commentary team is yours truly, Paul Palazzari. Alongside me is Rob Peppicelli. Very good evening to you, Rob.
Yeah, good evening, Paul. Good evening to the viewers that are watching this huge game tonight. It's a do-or-die elimination final. MetroStars up against Adelaide City. And Adelaide City, unbelievably, the board or the president or whoever, there's no more coach there. He's coaching his last game possibly tonight, depending on the result. He can keep continuing until the end of the season, but during the week we saw that Michael Matriciani is no longer going to be coaching Adelaide City next season.
Gee, he's gone off early. He's gone off early.
I had to mention it straight away.
Benny Dale. Not even an introduction to Benny Daly, our boundary rider. It's a very good evening to you, Ben. But Rob's gone off with I think he's proud of his rumour of last week.
Definitely. Good evening, guys.
Ben Daly, our boundary rider down there.
I got a few phone calls after, I don't know why.
Of abuse or what?
No, not too bad.
Not too bad.
A little bit of abuse, but it's all right.
Benny, it's a Friday night here in Adelaide. Looks like ideal conditions up here. It's quite nice. Maybe a bit breezy down at pitch level. What can you tell us?
I think once the sun goes down, we'll get a bit of a chill, but at the moment, you're spot on. Absolutely classic quality conditions here for football tonight. Buzzing.
Okay, as we mentioned, it is final series. It's week 1 tonight. It's an elimination final. But let's have a look at what happened last week that led us to where we are today, and what happens with the top 6, obviously. But let's firstly have a look at last week's results, if we can. Going through those, Adelaide United under 21. They drew with Adelaide Olympic 0-0. It was a potentially winner for Adelaide Olympic to get into the finals there, Rob.
Yeah, if they had a chance, but depending on other results, obviously the results didn't go their way. They did win that game, but a tame 0-0 draw on that one. Adelaide Raiders 2 defeated Croydon 0, so they'll be playing them again in the elimination final, this time at Croydon's ground, but Adelaide Raiders winning 2-0 in that game. Blue Eagles, bit of an upset, 2-1 winners over MetroStars.
Just a little bit.
Metros needed to win that game to go top, but they ended up 3rd in the table, so we're under the Blue Eagles. Last game of the season there. Campbelltown 2, Modbury Jets 1. Fifey had not lost a game since he's taken over. Campbelltown are in 2nd spot. Be careful. Final series, Campbelltown grow another leg. That's my prediction. I reckon they'll win the grand final. Para Hills and Cumberland. Cumberland 1-0 winners. They were in the box seat, but they needed the Comets to beat Adelaide City.
To go for it.
Yeah, to go their way, but they had a great season in the end in 7th spot. So looking at the table for the final home and away games, the Comets on top on 44 points, Campbelltown on 43, so they'll be meeting in the 2-legged, what do we call them, the semi-final?
Home and away series,
yep. Home and away series, that one. So MetroStars on 41, Croydon Kings on 36, Raiders on 34, Adelaide City in the top 6 on 31. Just outside the top 6, 7th spot was Cumberland on 31.
So just on goal difference, they missed out on that top 6.
Correct. What did they miss out by? Their goal difference was
pretty bad.
Pretty bad, minus. Yeah. Olympic on 28 points, Blue Eagles on 27. Disappointing season for the Blue Eagles after they picked up the Twins back to the Blue Eagles. After they met a poor season. Adelaide United on 24. Modbury Jets, 2 teams down north for Benny going into the State League. Modbury Jets and Para Hills.
Any surprises with that, Ben, in your view?
I thought
with the table that is first up.
Yeah, look, I thought at some point there that Modbury may have done enough to stay up, but yeah, look, you mentioned the Blue Eagles that probably should be playing finals football, but then Cumberland in that second half of the season were outstanding as well, and probably a little bit unlucky not to make the finals at the end. But look, the best teams are probably in the top 6 consistently throughout the season. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Your take on Adelaide City, unbelievably. They put a memo out?
Media statement.
Statement saying they've parted ways with Michael Matriciani, but Matriciani will be coaching in the final series, and that will be it. So what happens?
Are you serious?
What happens if he gets to the grand final?
Well, I think that's probably why they made the statement now, because what if he did? He wins the grand final.
What's even more stupid, Benny?
No,
don't try and defend that decision, because that's the most ridiculous decision I've ever heard all season.
I think that the whisper around the traps was that had he made the finals, his job was safe. If he hadn't,
why can you go why did you go premature like this?
Yeah,
compared to last season, he was always under the pump. Last season, 6 points behind.
Yeah.
Before the ball, was kicked.
And I'm not sure if you saw the media statement that came out today in regards to another coach from Adelaide United youth team who is penciled in for possibly.
He's not penciled in. He's got the job.
Penned in. Inked in.
I reckon he's got the job.
Well, you've started it, Benny. Finish it.
Oh, look, I saw a media statement before I came out this evening saying that Paul Pezos has finished up at Adelaide United. And look, he did a good job.
Is that what I said last week?
I believe you did, and I think there's a few people who are wanting to get hold of that crystal ball, especially for tomorrow's crossed auto numbers.
So who's going to go to Adelaide United, Rob, according to your crystal ball?
Maybe Matriciani.
What about Costanza? Didn't you say he's leaving Croydon?
Yes,
so
he's
why
gone.
wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he go to Adelaide United?
He's following
Baby
his
Reds.
son with the.
I don't believe Ange is coaching next year.
No,
at
he's
this
not
stage,
coaching. He
but,
wants
I did wonder whether or not Ross Aloisi would assume the responsibility as part of his assistant coaching role. I don't
that's
know.
a possibility.
Who knows?
Yep.
I can't believe Adelaide City, at the start of the finals, come out with a media statement like that. What are we, back in 1980s, 70s? Well, what sort of ludicrous thing is that? I mean, how does Matrish try and get them up? And as a player, Benny, you've been recently in the change rooms. If the players knew you were going, what sort of respect would you have in this last game or 2 or 3?
You'd like to think that the players themselves, as far as being able to play finals football, should, regardless of who's in the change room with them, they've made the finals, they want to be playing the best. Again, they're always in the shop window for any opportunities. God. Playing finals football, opportunity to play at Cooper's should be enough motivation for those players as well. But yeah, I agree with you, it's unsettling, there's no doubt about that.
They get a gun and aim it at their foot and then pull the trigger.
I look at it the other way around. I look at it with the players themselves. I think they'll lift for Michael Matriciani.
It depends on the relationship the
How
players
can
have
that
got.
be?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
going. Why didn't you
Why
do that
can't-
throughout the season
yeah,
to
but-
save his job?
Yeah, well, it's not.
If the decision
It's
wasn't
not the
pre-made.
players' fault that
Anyway,
he's gone, so-
I'm still shaking my head. But head-to-head with these two boys, Adelaide City last time out in October of this year did lose to the MetroStars 2-1. Earlier on in the year in March, before COVID, they drew 1 apiece. But more importantly, their last 7 games, MetroStars lost to the Blue Eagles last week 2-1. They beat Adelaide City 2-1, as we mentioned a couple of weeks ago. They beat Cumberland 3-1. They beat Olympic 3-1. They beat Modbury Jets 5-1. Not a great great resume so far with the teams that they've beaten. They lost to Croydon Kings 5-1, and they drew with the Raiders 1 apiece. That's MetroStars. Adelaide City in the run into this game. They drew with Comets 1-1 last week. Saw that game. They lost to the MetroStars 2-1 at home. They beat the Blue Eagles 1-0 at home. Away, they beat Cumberland 4-2, so there's a good little score for them. They lost 2-1 to Olympic. They drew 1-1 with Modbury Jets, and they lost 3-2 with the Croydon Kings. What are you reading to that? It's pretty ordinary form. Maybe on well, MetroStars, a win is a win. But
it's been inconsistent.
They haven't beaten great
for most
teams.
of the teams, except for probably the Comets. They've been pretty consistent. Maybe Campbelltown of late, since Fifey took over, hasn't lost a game, so they've been in good form. So, yeah, other than that, it's very up and down, especially MetroStars. I mean, we were here last time, Benny, 5-1 against Campbelltown.
Yeah, when they're on
They were
fire,
the
they're on
best.
fire. I mean, look at their bench. I mean, I know you'll go through the starting lineup shortly, but I don't think I've ever seen a bench with that much star-studded quality in it before in my life.
I reckon the last time we were here, Rob, that was the preview of the grand final, MetroStars and Campbelltown, in my view. I reckon that's going to be the grand
I
final.
think Comets will go.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling.
They've got a great squad.
They've got a great
You
squad
can't-
statistically.
I don't agree, because they've got power up front. You got Welsh as top goal scorer.
Yeah.
You got Berridge.
Weens
you
off the
got
bench,
Weens.
yeah.
You got that much scoring.
Okay,
power.
maybe they got more depth in the past. I'm just thinking of the past, that when they get there sometimes
back lines-
at the final hurdle.
Nah.
Well, it's going to be a good battle. The top
Comets
three.
will make the grand final.
Okay, the top 3 separated by 3 points as it finished. Comets on top, 44. Campbelltown 43. Maybe the other 2 that will be in the grand final. MetroStars 41.
Good to see Travis Dodd walking across. Might be in a red and white top next season.
Here he goes again. What the hell are you? You're going to get a sniper on us, mate. I just hope they know.
Move away from him a little
I'm the
bit.
one with a bald head, all right? If any of the snipers that want to get pepper
Either one they got told off today.
Yeah, on your behalf.
I got a phone call, don't worry.
Anyway, MetroStars at home, boys, very strong in the last 21 meetings against Adelaide City. They've won 10 times, 3 draws, lost 8 times, scored 26 goals, conceded 20, and they've massed 33 points against Adelaide City the last 21 times here at home.
Just on the Facebook page, Vince Tripodi, is Pezos going to be the new City coach? He says he hopes so, but yeah, our mail is that he's got the job.
Don't bring me into this. Your mail.
My mail.
I don't get mail.
I get mail.
Tonight's big game.
He's definitely
thanks.
got the job.
Oh, there you go. Tonight's big game, the week 1 of the final series, proudly presented by Borrell. Let's go through those starting lineups if we can. And MetroStars, of course, the home team on screen now. The goalkeeper is Isaac Carmody. Mr. Henderson is known to Rob Peppicelli. Number 5, Timmy Henderson wears the 5. Number 8, Rocky Callisto. Number 9, Thomas Strain. Number 10, Anthony Solana. 17, Matthew Dorber. 18, Fabian Barbiero. 19, Cooper O'Donnell. 22, Hamish Gow. 23, Christian Esposito. And 24, Noel Bernarda. That's not a bad starting 11, but have a listen to this
And
on the
just,
bench.
just on Noel Bernarda, he did actually play last Saturday, so he went out for trials with Newcastle.
Central
And-
Coast?
Central Coast, yeah, correct, sorry.
Right.
Central Coast, and got back in time to play,
Wow. Okay.
Fantastic.
so which was good.
They still lost, didn't they? Did they lose?
Yes.
They did.
Okay, on the bench for MetroStars.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. You think about it. Great starting 11. Even better on the bench. Number 4, Justin Davis. The captain, Michael Deloisio on the bench. Lewis Benedetti, the speedster, number 11 on the bench. Dylan Smith, 14. Joshua Murray on the bench, number 20. And the reserve keeper, Jaden Spruitt. What a lineup. What a squad.
Yeah, they've got firepower too. You know, we talk about Comets having firepower, but Esposito, Bernarda, you know, those two players can certainly score. Strain's a striker as well. So, yeah, they've got firepower, and they've got firepower on the bench.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the away team tonight, Adelaide City.
LA City in goals, number 1 is Alexander Woodlands, 4 is Jordan Marisic, and 5 is Zach Waters. 7 getting a starting berth today is Perry Mitras. 8, Bradley Corbo. 9 is Terence Carter. Number 10 is Evan Kostopoulos. 11 is Nicholas Bucco. 14, Aladdin Irabona. 15, Jackson Stevens. And 48 is Lachlan Barr. On the bench for the Adelaide City side is 18, Awal Doot. 19, James Boffer. 23, Marcus Orchard. 34, Noah Belazekri. And the reserve goalkeeper is Fabian Garuccio. The officials today's big clash. It is Daniel Elder. His assistant is Ian Crossing and Andrew Kite. And just noticing, Paul, the captain on the field today is little Rocky Callisto.
Okay, that of course, if he does come off, be handed to Michael Deloisio when he comes, if he comes on. I think South Australia's best referee up there in the middle, Daniel Elder, controlling proceedings tonight.
Him along with the two Daniels.
There's the other Daniel.
Captain Cook. Actually, did you know there was a horse called Captain Cook on the weekend?
Did you back it?
Yeah.
Did it
I
win?
thought it was an omen. No, it's still running.
There you go. So MetroStars tonight hosting Adelaide City. No second prizes tonight. It's an elimination final. We'll keep you up to date also with other games tonight that start at 7:30 Adelaide time. Campbelltown City in a two-legged with Adelaide Comets and Croydon Kings in the other knockout game tonight with Adelaide Raiders. Remembering the Raiders won 2-0. I think it was, or 2-1, 2-0? 2-0 it was against Croydon just last
quickly,
week.
in the State League, games happening also tonight. So elimination final, White City against Playford. The other elimination, West Adelaide against Western Strikers. And the two-legged finals is Panthers up against Sturt Lions. All games starting 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and there's one game tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
And we're underway in the elimination final. MetroStars, if you've just joined us in the red and yellow strip, going to left of screen. Adelaide City in their traditional black and white strip, going to right of screen.
Who are we going for, boys?
Metro for me.
Metro.
Yeah, I think Metro as well. They seem to grow another leg in their home ground.
I've got possession of the ball through Esposito. Plays it to Gow, back to Esposito. He goes long searching. No one really up there, maybe Strain to run onto it, but I was asking a lot of him. And Adelaide City now will come out of their defence through Stevens.
So Stevens, right-hand side to Edabona, looking for Kostopoulos. It's come unstuck though. It's the Henderson to Deloisio on that far side. Also there is Dorba. Little strain there. Goes back to Solana. Henderson. Goes back to Solana. Playing Mr. Versatile, so he's playing that stopper position tonight. Goes out to Gal. Barbiero for MetroStars. Left side to Cooper O'Donnell. Good to see him in the lineup too, the starting lineup. I thought he could have gone for a crack. Gone for a little cheeky header there by, is that Callisto?
Yep.
Almost got it over the top of the head there.
See on the replay there, chip into the box.
Can you
Bit of
see that?
sun glare. No, I can't really, but yes, it was Callisto with a back header. Just over the bar. First goal attempt going to MetroStars. Those stats tonight, as always, throughout the whole season, proudly brought to you by Green Play Australia.
So it is Adelaide City in their back lines. Towards the centre to Carter. Would have been Corbo. Bucco. Goes back to Carter. Carter with a chance. Left foot smack. Goal. No.
That was a
Wide off
great
the
save.
upright. Good start by Adelaide City.
Great save.
Should have put it in once he got in that position. Just wide of the upright.
Watching on
Keeper
replay,
saved it,
good
didn't he?
left footer. Yeah, Carmody stretching out the mitt and took it off goal. That was on target, and Carter with a powerful left foot just had to be saved by Carmody. Did well. First corner kick to Adelaide City. It'll be Booker with the right foot out swinger. There's that breeze down there. The flag moving around a bit. Goes near post. The back heel. Header away, though, by MetroStars. Strain doing the defending. Should clear it. Just hacks it forward. And that's gone out of play in front of that magnificent scoreboard here at MetroStars. And also thanks to Robbie and his team for the great hospitality. Those hamburgers, Rob, I reckon they're neck and neck with Campbelltown. So thank you very much, Rob, and your staff in the kitchen for looking after the LSA team. Or part of them tonight anyway.
Good thing to say, because we might be at Campbelltown next week.
Campbelltown.
Well, they're playing tonight at Campbelltown, so we won't be. So it is Dorba on that right-hand side. MetroStars against Adelaide City here at TK Shuttle Reserve. Elimination final. Curtains for 2020. The loser. The winner continues. As it goes right-hand side, they'll meet the winner. The winner will meet the winner of the other game being played tonight, and that is Croydon up against Raiders.
So cleared now by Carmody after that great save moments ago. Adelaide City, good possession early doors here of this game. Good turn by Marisic. Goes the long ball, but offside was Christopoulos. That's why he gave up the chase. The back header. By O'Donnell. Carter fell, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. We'll see it on replay. And, well, O'Donnell may be a bit short with that header. Let's have a look and see.
I think it was the keeper's fault.
This will tell us. O'Donnell, back header, angle against him. Well, yeah, the keeper just slipped and let it go. Yeah, penalty, absolutely.
Not O'Donnell's fault.
No, it wasn't O'Donnell's fault.
Straight to the keeper.
Gee, Carmody, after pulling off a magnificent save, he's turned it over very cheaply and may give up a goal unless he can save this penalty to be taken by Carter, who was filled in the box.
Mr. Henderson is saying something, I don't know what.
He wouldn't be happy. Maybe he's advising Carmody which way Carter normally goes. A big figure over the ball is Carter. Powerful left foot. Which way will he go? Carter versus Carmody. The CCs. Which C is going to win this battle? Not even 5 minutes gone. Adelaide City could go ahead.
Very quiet, yeah.
Very quiet. Carter, tentative in the build-up of this. I don't like this. Hey, he scores though. Don't you worry if I don't like it. He likes it, and that's all that counts, is it?
Took a long time to take the penalty.
There it is, against the, well, not against the run of play, against the bookies, because Metro were $1.66 tonight. Adelaide City about $4.50, and they've scored first blood.
Well, he did it in a match of the round that we had, where he went real slow at it. Last week he scored.
Well, look at this on replay.
He scored a ripper.
Is that the most tentative walk up to a penalty? But don't you worry about that.
No, he
foot.
cracked it.
Poof. Back of the net.
So Adelaide City take the lead, early lead.
Wow, what a start to this elimination final.
Could be. Would it be?
The black
Can
and
Michael
whites.
Matriciani make the final?
And make the board look even stupider.
There's such word as stupid.
Oh, no, probably not, but I thought I'd make that up.
It's all right. It makes sense to me.
And
That scares me.
after watching City last week and their performances in the last couple of weeks, they don't concede a lot of goals. So
They've got a great
true, they've
record,
got
and we'll
a
talk
great-
about that. But Strain's into the box. Can they answer straight away? Tries to get it back. Still Strain. He's fouled. Is that another penalty? No, it's not. As Bernardo was waiting in the middle there for something to come from Strain, but it never did. No penalty. Probably see that on replay on screen. Just back to the live play because now it goes out of play. We'll stick with that replay. This will probably tell us a little bit more. That was a bit clumsy. Corbo pretty lucky maybe to get away with that.
So it's MetroStars into attack, cleared by Waters. Only as far as Solana. Scoreboard hasn't changed, but it is Adelaide City leading.
Oh, they must have heard you.
They must have just heard me. Thank you, boys. Goes to Cooper O'Donnell. Going into attack. Talk about, saving a goal and then giving away a goal.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Within the space of a minute.
Callisto and Carter going at it.
Goes to Solana.
Bit early to
Into attack they go. Gal was there. Winning the ball is Barbiero. Goes back to him. That's Bonata, actually. Bonata with the ball. Goes back to O'Donnell. Solana. He'll look for Dorba. Right-hand side of the park. MetroStars with the ball. Goes to Henderson. This is Barbiero. Esposito. Hard to close them down as Adelaide City just push it forward into attack. But in the way, it's Solana.
22 games, Benny. They've only conceded 23 goals.
Yeah.
That is the best defence in the top 6.
Yeah.
In fact, in the league, if I may say.
And I must admit, we saw that firsthand last week. I thought they looked very strong defensively. And they're going to need to do that again tonight.
I don't know if they're going to hold out for 85 minutes. So Barbiero now for MetroStars. Adelaide City happy to sit deep.
Tough.
O'Donnell, he does well to get there though. O'Donnell now goes short. Gow. Barbiero back to Gow. Gow, he's got a runner in Bernardo, but he ignores him, goes into the box direct, and don't know, is that a shot, Rob? Is that a goal attempt?
No.
Okay, I'll just watch on replay. Was he looking for a runner? Probably was, but in the end, skewed off the side of the boot, and that's no goal attempt.
So it is go into attack. That was from Woodlands. Goes out left side of the park.
You're going to have to watch his mic over there, Benny. Might have to get you on this side, I think, maybe in the second half. Cause
It's getting cold up here. What do you mean, your jacket?
no, this is it.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, but I've got about 20
You know,
layers
you're
underneath.
hooked up with the electrical thing there.
That's okay, good there. Good, Espo, that's okay.
I might get you on this side, Benny, I think. This is dangerous, or dangerous for you, I should say. Anyway, Dorba and Mitras going at it. Former teammates. City through Waters. He's turned it over though. So have maybe MetroStars as the ball runs out of line. So it will be a Metro throw in. Inboard. Bit scrappy at the moment. Barbiero brings it to feet nicely. Good turn. Plenty of experience and skill there, but he goes backwards. Solana finds Mr. Henderson. Mr. Henderson now charging forward, but goes wide to O'Donnell. Good possession. Gow, Henderson. Esposito was short, but ignored. Goes to Solana, and they're still in the middle of the park.
So pushing it around at the moment. Solana with the ball. Left side of the park, O'Donnell. Headers it back to Gow. Gow with the ball. Metro's down 1-0. Goes back to O'Donnell. Goes in a good spot. Good defensive work by Irabona.
Wow, that was an interesting
And a
challenge.
good tackle there by Bonata. Into attack they go. Dorbal's on the back post. He can cross it back into low one. And it's cleared here by Adelaide City.
Wow.
Some really good possession by Metro.
Is this going to be the tactic, though, of Adelaide City to sit on this 1-0 lead, you think?
Well, they are sitting quite deep, aren't they? Soaking up the pressure.
Bit early for that. Gow for MetroStars now. The game played in their attacking half, bar the opening goal, of course. And this is how it sort of came last time. Solana gets the head on it proper. This time, Carmody does take it. And
Actually, the sun was in his eyes.
Yeah, I was thinking the sun is a
before,
bit...
wasn't it?
it's got the cap on, that's for sure. So Barbiero in the middle of the park. Gee, 11 minutes have just flown by on this elimination final. It's on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard. Adelaide City leaders 1-0, the away team here tonight. It's not over 2 legs. This is sudden death. Solana up the line. Bernardo gets one in the back. The referee doesn't see the foul. Gee, he gets pushed into the bench, to the away bench. Still with Barbiero. Barbiero looking for options. It's a good ball. That was strained out there. Comes in board to Callisto. Oh, bad touch. Lays it over to Buckle, but Buckle equally bad touch. Returns it over to Metro Cum.
So MetroStars goes to Henderson. Borks goes back. They're living dangerously. They're going to lose out. They have lost out.
he's
Could
the
be
last man.
a red card.
Oh, gee, it is
It
too.
is.
It's all unravelling for MetroStars. Gee
He was
whiz.
committed.
Let's have a look at this.
Another mistake. They are making mistakes.
Gee, they just know when to press, don't they? Let's see this on replay. No, that's the red card. Go a bit further back. Let's see if this brings it up. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, definitely. Red card.
No foul there. And a late challenge. Poof, got none of the ball. Can't dispute that, poor old Anthony. So red card, Metro down to 10 men, down to goal. We've not even gone just over 12 minutes. Wow, what a start to this game.
And there's free kicks in Mitch's territory too, so it'll be interesting to see how the free kick
I might
plays
change
out.
my tip.
Well, the bookies had them at 166 Metro Stars. Adelaide City outsiders at 450, if not even more. Was there a foul? Can we maybe see that, Bomber, again, that first foul in the middle of the park?
Yeah, but,
here we go.
hang
Let's
on.
have a look, Rob.
You played the
this one here, is
advantage
this a foul?
if there was a foul.
What advantage? There was no advantage. That was definitely a foul.
No, are you talking about Carter's? Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Carter on Barbiero in the centre circle. Was that a foul?
I don't think so.
Another look, Bomber, if we may. We may not. Oh, here we go, yep. What is it? Well, look at this. Isn't that a foul, Rob? That'll be one to talk about. That definitely is a foul and a red card, last defender. But was that first one a foul, which wouldn't have led to the second? Anyway, can all be disputed at half time. Adelaide City with a free kick.
So Metro's over the ball. He knows how to crack him. Used to do these sort of things with Metro Stars.
Sun in the eyes of the keeper, Rob.
Oh, it's a terrible time to play.
Tell you what.
So Perry Metros, he's going to crack it, swings it in. Oof. Just wide of the upright.
Not too far off the mark. Adelaide City 1-0 up and Metro man down.
What are they going to do now? 1-0 down. It's a do or die.
They're looking at the bench already, Metro.
Gee, they are not playing well, making mistakes. Right-hand side of the park, Strain, Dorber.
It's good to see Mitras playing in his usual role out wide on the left too. It's where he has the best impact.
Goes in board, Barbiero, Cooper O'Donnell.
Metro Stars captain looking to come on pretty soon. Next out, I'd say.
So to go to Dorber. They'll have to sacrifice a midfielder or a striker.
They may well go three at the back, who knows.
Goes out looking for Esposito. And over the sideline, goal line. It is. It's a corner kick, first one.
First
Benny?
Metro, yep, second of the game.
Who are they going to sacrifice? I reckon either one of the strikers, Strain.
But don't you have to score? Why would you sacrifice a striker when you're 1-0 down? Excuse my ignorance.
Because they've got too many strikers on there.
Oh, okay.
Don't you think? Bernardo's a striker.
From the corner, gee, you had to deal with it, Woodlands, and did just that. Adelaide City should clear from the danger, Ida Borna, but there's been an injury in that penalty box.
That's my prediction. I think Strain will come off.
Or O'Donnell, maybe. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't be taking Strain. Oh, it looks like Strain, all right. Gee whiz. Oh, is it? No, he's turned.
He was walking that way.
I'd want all the firepower on board as much as I could. It is going to be Strain. Blimey. Good call, Rob.
Thank you.
So Thomas Strain, sacrificial lamb. And it'll be the
They've got Bernardo, they've got Esposito, they've got strike power. I think that's a good move.
Wow,
Strain
so
took that in his stride too. Absolute professional there.
Yep.
The way he conducted himself, because you'd be disappointed coming off in the final.
Absolutely.
Stage of the game.
So first force change to Metro Stars, and the referee now, who's he consulting with? What's going on? It's going to be a drop ball. Just explaining who to give it to.
You right?
Let's maybe get a bit of height on this, I don't know.
I wanted you.
He's cutting out a bit. Oh, that's all right, we'll see how we go. Good sportsmanship there by the Adelaide City players. So Metro Stars, a man down, a goal down, and we've played just over 16 and a half minutes. Elimination final thanks to Borrell here, the final series, the complete final series thanks to Borrell. Of course, they are Australia's largest construction materials supplier with a strong reputation of product quality, service and technical competency across the vast network of concrete quarry and asphalt plants.
So Gal for MetroStars goes to Henderson. Captain on the park. As Robbie Sorrentino's made a few changes due to Solania being sent off. Captain Delosio came on. They're playing 3 at the back, looks like. Towards, trying to find Esposito. Bonata was there. Callisto to Dorba. And that's on the far side, gone over the sideline for a throw-in.
So throw into MetroStars. They trail 1-0. So Bernardo over the ball. A couple of black and white harassing him there, but he's done well to shield the ball. Zach Waters, the nuisance. They go back to Barbiero and Booker in the way. A couple of ex-Metro boys out there for Adelaide City. As Bernardo shields the ball, goes back to Dorba, further back to Delosio, to Henderson. Feel that a lot of this half's going to be played in that Metro cheer, but they've got to be careful because good harassing by Carter. He's stolen the ball again, but Henderson's there, and Henderson does well to retrieve. Finds Gow.
He's pickpocketing tonight, isn't he, Carter?
He is. He looks on tonight.
Looking much better, yeah.
Maybe last week they were just conserving a bit of energy, Adelaide City. As Delosio finds Henderson. Goes back to Delosio. Out wide to Barbiero. Inboard. Esposito, not a good first touch. Adelaide City. Ooh, gee, that's a foul. Corbo.
Didn't look good.
Corbo taken down, yellow card to Callisto. So, a few disgruntled supporters over there.
Metro's 3rd foul of the half.
Wow, thanks to Green Play Australia. Frustration there. Little Rocky Callisto on Corbo. Well, you've got the Metro Army sign behind the goal, but you've got the Adelaide City Faithful right next to it. I can't work that one out.
Steve and the boys down in the back there. Follows Adelaide City everywhere, hasn't he?
Next to the Metro Army sign.
Follows Adelaide United, follows Collingwood.
The big soccer lover.
He is. Good lad.
So Ida Bourne now for Adelaide City. Goes short. Bar. Corbo. And they start again from the back.
So it goes out left side of the park. Waters. Corbo. Looks a goods in midfield, Corbo. Normally a backman. Bonata wins it. Chance for Callisto. Trying to find Esposito. Well done.
That was a great touch. Who was that, Mark?
Was
Man,
that
that was
Marisic?
Barr, I reckon.
Barr?
Yeah.
Lachlan Barr it was.
Gee, what a touch that was.
Waters. Booker. Playing kippies off at the moment.
Esposito was right behind him.
He was. Marisic clears it. Only as far as Gow. Adelaide City trying to get to it. Booker over the sideline. Dorba. Quickly taken throw in. Captain's on. Let's go, Captain Delosio.
This would have to be one of Barbiero's most consistent seasons for a while.
He has, without getting injured too.
Yeah.
Callisto, right hand side to Bernardo. MetroStars, a 10-man of MetroStars. Can they get it in? Trying to find Esposito. It wasn't too far.
He got his head on it too, out of the 3 around him. Did very well to get just his head to that.
So Edibano's got the ball, right side of the park. That's a go for Booker. Booker looks up. Not a good ball though. Away goes Delosio.
Delosio, the captain. Oh, gee, made Barbiero stretch there. Carter.
Just wondering how much of an impact this sun is having, if we're just making excuses or not. They are
terrible.
facing the sun and they're giving the ball away quite a lot.
Should have started this game at 8 o'clock, I reckon.
Yeah, funny time on a Friday night. People
Shadow
work.
on the pitch as well.
So go in the middle of the park for MetroStars. They're trailing 1-0 to Adelaide City, and they're a man down as well if you've just joined us. Yes, a red card to Solania. Last defender. Barbiero goes wide. Gee, almost split the 2 of them. The Blondies, Gow. Bernardo, nice dummy for Callisto.
Nice.
Callisto tried to play in. Bernardo didn't come off. And Wadland's better be careful. He finally gets it in the end. Gee. Colder than I thought tonight, Rob. I even washed the gloves. Haven't got them in the bag for later.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, well, I didn't expect this weather.
Gotta get my own gloves then.
Take it easy.
So Adelaide City, Lachlan Barr, Irabona. Goes in board. Stopoulos. It's going to be his last game. He was going to retire last week, but it's continuing. And he could still be continuing.
It's a bit young, isn't
into
he?
next week. That's what he said. He's had enough. I don't know why.
Well, if he's had enough, might be...
Lachlan Barr, can he crack it from there? No, he decided not to.
Maybe a change in coach could persuade him otherwise.
Gives it to Stevens. Oh, tell you what. Had a chance then, but away go MetroStars.
MetroStars O'Donnell over the ball. Deep in their defensive pocket. Barbiero given a hospital ball. Kostopoulos almost turned it over. Corbo under pressure. It's a bit scrappy, but Esposito came away with it to Barbiero. Wide to Dorber. He goes on a bit of a gallop on the far side. Comes inboard to Callisto. He has to backtrack though. And Deloisio restarts it through Barbiero.
So Barbiero goes into attack to Gow. Left side of the park. Goes short to O'Donnell. Looking for an opening. Barbiero. Deloisio. Dorber, right side. Gets across. Looking for Esposito. Back of the... It's Bernardo.
Oh.
Trying to shot. Still it's a chance for Metro. They've still got the ball. O'Donnell. They lose out though. Luckily it's ended up with Gow. He can get it back in. It's another funny look.
No, that was a shot, that one.
Pass, but
no,
yeah,
that was a shot. He was looking for a deflection there. If you watch on replay, he knew exactly what he was doing was Gow. He sized it up. There was nothing really in the box to go for. He was hoping maybe for a slight deflection. That was probably Metro's best chance for an equaliser.
Was their first shot on target officially.
Blimey. So now Henderson climbs on top of Carter. Referee didn't want anything for that. Didn't want a bar of it. Barbiero finds Callisto's on a yellow. Like his boots. Goes back to Barbiero. Henderson. That beautiful scoreboard in the background. Gee. This ground looking a picture tonight, Benny.
Yeah, absolute treat.
So Adelaide City now, almost should have come out of defence. Now they're under a little bit of pressure. Woodlands does clear effectively to the halfway line. Henderson gets his head on it, so does Corbo, so does Dorber, and Barbiero should tidy up. Why aren't the lights on yet, boys? Too early?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyhow, it is with...
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be nice to even out the shadow, I must admit.
Absolutely. That's what I was thinking, Ben.
Right-hand side of the park. Bernardo, I think when the sun goes down, I think Metro's...
come into it?
Yeah, we'll come into it. It'll be like a vampire, is it, when the sun goes down?
Well, I think they've had a lot of possession, Rob.
They've had a lot of possession.
Adelaide City are happy to sit back.
It's going to be a long game if it stays like this, though.
But then break. They're happy to break, and they're good on the break, too, City.
Goes to Mr. Henderson. Goes right side of the park to Dorber. Dorber looking for a square pass. Goes to Callisto. Right side. Gets it in, looking for Esposito.
Yeah, these high balls aren't good percentage.
Into Woodlands. And he'll relieve the pressure.
I reckon someone, or maybe the lights come on straight away. Someone forgot to maybe turn them on. They're engrossed in this game. And Carter to get more treatment. He went down earlier on, if you notice, Ben. So
yeah, maybe it was from that the tackle from Solania.
Yeah,
it didn't look too comfortable for him.
Yep, he's just in the middle of the park there with a couple of Metro boys around him. Deloisio just sorting it out there, discussing with O'Donnell what the hell we're going to do. A man down, a goal down.
Going to be
elimination final.
When the sun goes
down. Does that mean you're going to be shaking like a leaf again?
So.
No, please. Not on this scaffold. As the players come off for a bit of a drinks break, a bit of a chat while Carter... You allowed to do this, Ben? It's not a drinks break.
They're not allowed to actually come off the pitch, but there's nothing wrong with what they're doing.
Okay.
All within the rules.
Ben Dale, our boundary rider.
And due to... because it could be extra time, they can play an extra play, is that right?
What?
That I'm not certain of.
Yes, it
I know
is.
they've got an extra on the bench tonight for the final.
Yes,
Oh, you mean
that's-
an extra sub, you mean?
Extra sub
Yeah,
for...
yeah, but they're still gonna
not an
play with
extra
10
player.
men.
Yeah. Extra sub during
That would have
extra
been an
time.
interesting rule.
So you can put it...
Hang out to extra time so you can bring on an extra player and go back to 11 apiece. I don't think so.
That'd be a nice rule to bring in.
Don't shake.
How come I'm so close to you?
I'm getting worried, Ben. How did you go with him last week, mate?
Oh, we had a great time.
Well,
It was
you
good.
know, he told me that you let him touch his leg during the game, so
Please.
I thought, well, I better do the same.
Same. Did you? Oh, I didn't know that.
Come on, Jimmy Leg. Okay, so Sportsman play again by Bernarda for Metro, giving it straight back to Woodlands, the keeper for City. So Bar, Marisic goes wide. Waters looks up. Booker came but ignored. He's going deeper instead. Kostopoulos under pressure. Lost out in
So
numbers.
it's 10v10 at the moment, boys. Carter's off getting his ankle strapped.
Ah,
So
interesting.
this might be an opportune moment for Metro.
Gee, almost half an hour gone, Rob, already on the Green Play Australia time clock. This game flying by.
I thought it was...
As Callisto through to Esposito. Did well to get back there. Esposito's in the box. Good ball. King has a shot from an angle against him. And that's a free kick picked up by the referee. That was a great shot. Angle against Esposito here. Look at this. Right near the byline. Still had a go. Keeper had to save it. That rebound could have gone anywhere, but the referee pulled up a free kick. I didn't see it, but...
Anyhow, it goes on the way. Goes to Irabona. Got a great name, isn't he? Irabona. What's Irabona mean in Italian?
Oh, it depends if you want to give it...
Oh, it was beautiful, isn't it? There's a chance for MetroStars. Gal shoots and should have put it in the back of the net. And wide off the upright.
What an opportunity.
Got in the right spot.
Let's have a look at this on
In the
replay.
end,
Did everything
should have
right.
buried it. Should
Absolutely.
have buried it.
100%. How many goal attempts is that, Benny?
Well, that's their second off target. They've had one on.
So 3 goal attempts?
Yeah, and Adelaide City have had one on target and one off target.
Wow. Gee, they're dominating MetroStars, but they've got nothing to show for it at the moment. Trailing by a goal and a man down to boot. Half an hour almost gone in this first half of the elimination final. NPL SA, thanks to Borrell, this final and the whole final series. Kostopoulos being held right in front of us. No free kick. Irabona. I think you might have been thinking of Irabona,
Irabona.
but this is with an I, isn't it?
Was beautiful.
Yeah, Irabona. It could have been she was beautiful.
She was beautiful.
Anyway, Buko, as we digress, back to Irabona, back to Buko, sandwiched almost. Gee, did well, fancy feet.
Did a
Buko,
pirouette, didn't he?
yes, right in front of you, Rob. I think he did it for you as Waters
Yes.
now on the far side for Adelaide City. I thought he might have gone from distance. Deloisio in the way, little touch to Dorba. Dorba can go on a bit of a run. Oh, what was that?
Just panicked. Look, he panicked a little bit there. But,
Yeah, I think he was trying to maybe centre it for Esposito, but just a bit
off
way
balance.
off the mark.
So it goes out. Stevens. Kostopoulos. Steps on it.
Carter coming back on, so it'll be 11v10 again very shortly. Here it is.
So Carter back on, making Adelaide City go to their full complement.
So throw in taking here by Irabona. Keeper O'Donnell.
Gee, Henderson.
He just whacked him there. I
That
think.
trailing arm, Mr. Henderson. We saw it.
Goes to Gal. Looks for Bernarda.
Oh, nice nutmeg, but wasn't effective.
Cleared here though. And as far as Bar, Lachlan Bar to Buckle. Mitras sends it in, looking for Carter, not there though. Delocio. Mitras won it, but Delocio picks it up again.
Gee, there's a lot of turnovers tonight, Ben.
Yep.
Very
Almost
uncharacteristic.
right in
Free
that
kick
spot,
too.
right on the cusp of their middle third, which is the most dangerous place to be giving the ball away.
Okay, Rob, now there's a lot of shadow here. Lights aren't on. Did someone forget? Because I reckon it's getting dark quick.
Maybe they can't switch it on.
So Irabona to take the free kick for Adelaide City. They lead 1-0. They're a man up as well. So he'd have wanted to put it into the hot spot. Very deep. Dorber got his head on it. Will concede the corner, you would imagine, unless Henderson keeps it in, which he does. So MetroStars can come out of defence. They go long. Bernardo, the target, surrounded by black and white shirts. And Marisic goes for the safety of the line. And referee wants the Adelaide City crew, I think, want the throw-in to be taken back.
Go quite a bit.
Well, I think, Ben, you will have to be on this side in the second half. He's still getting him to go back and eventually gets there. So Deloisio, as it gets dark here at TK Shutter Reserve. Have to get Benny on the generator. As Gow goes back to Deloisio. Short to Barbiero. He goes, sends Dorber on a run. Dorber gets onto it. He's got Bernardo in the middle. Cuts it back to Esposito's in the box. Gee, bad first touch, and that's gone out of play for a corner off Waters.
So corner kick for MetroStars. Sun going down.
That's certainly where Metro can be dangerous if Dorber can keep getting high like that into that space.
So it'll be Gow to take this corner kick. Bernardo, Henderson's there. Can he get to it? Swings it around.
Well
Keeper
taken.
did well.
Yeah.
Woodlands.
Good take, son.
Rocky, cover hammer.
There we go. He cried
lights
so
are on.
much. But nobody's home.
So it goes out. Marisic.
Friday night lights.
Waters. Mitras was there on that far side. Or was that Mitras? It wasn't. It was Booker. Barr. Goes to Stevens. Goes short. Back to Stevens it goes.
Oh, good ball.
Goes in. There's a shot by Carter. Chad, a bit of Bono had a
Great
chance.
save.
Should have made a goal number 2.
100%.
It's
Great
gone over the
save
side.
coming.
Goal line for it.
Watch this
No,
on
Stevens
replay.
is the captain.
And Ida Borna from that deflection from Deloisio. The shot from Carter charged down, but gee whiz. Carmody made himself big and saved what would have been, should have been number 2.
Just came straight to him, didn't it?
What, from the deflected shot or the keeper talking?
No, he had the ball, had the chance to score.
Ida Borna?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ida Borna,
absolutely.
straight to him.
It's a throw-in.
So throw into Adelaide City. Should have been 2-0 up. Looking for Carter. Goes back on the far side. That's Waters.
Yep.
Gets a cross back, Mitras. Booker, his specialty. Didn't quite
Clear
get
the
onto
safety
it.
net.
Should have used the instep instead of the side
Oh,
of the
listen to
foot.
Pele here.
And that now puts Adelaide City
the
1
instep?
goal attempt up now on Metro. That's their 4th goal attempt to Metro's 3.
Thanks to Greenplay Australia, 35 minutes gone on the Greenplay Australia time clock. Greenplay Australia scoreboard, Metro, New Adelaide City 1. It's an elimination final. It's all thanks to Borrell. There's no second prize tonight. We will go to extra time and penalties if scores are level at the end of this game. And a couple of other games have just kicked off. 2 other finals in the NPL tonight. Strange all 3 on Friday night, Ben?
Yeah, I thought so. A nice opportunity to spread it out a bit and share the
love.
Share the crowds as well, I guess.
Esposito in the middle of the park. In possession, goes back to Deloisio. Goes wide to Gow. He plays it up the line to Dorber. Dorber hesitated. Finally gets the ball into the middle, but it's cleared by Barr. Come back at him though. Deloisio a little bit of pressure, but he's cool with the ball. And Henderson starts again.
Well, the scores, all the games have been started. So 5 minutes in, it's all 0-0. Croydon Kings against Raiders and Campbelltown against Adelaide Comets. So the boys with Henderson. Looking for Esposito.
Well done.
Player goes down. Carter goes down, he gets a free kick.
This will send him wide on the sideline. Surely just bringing your mic down for that second, Ben, just in case.
It's interesting as well because still Adelaide City yet to commit a foul. When I say commit a foul, be given one against them because there was question marks about that.
So Explanation given by the fourth official, as you can hear. Got the fourth official with the digital clock tonight for the finals in the MPLSA here.
I think the question mark in that situation, though, is the minute there's no advantage, to me, that's a foul.
So what about the first one where the penalty was in the send-off? You can watch that at half-time and make your decision.
So it goes to Edabona, Corbo, Marisic in the back lines. Adelaide City leading 1-0 here at DK Shuttle Reserve. Just over 37 minutes played. It's on the Green Play Australia time clock. Oh, that's a goal. That's an own goal. Cooper O'Donnell.
Oh my goodness.
Was trying to give it to the keeper.
Wow.
And those two have certainly
not good in communicating.
Liking each other at the moment.
Well,
And it's 2-0.
Well, let's see this on replay. As Hendo now tries to console his fellow defender. Watch this. A floating ball, Kostopoulos. Gee, I don't know about the talking there. I don't know if you heard anything.
Now, isn't it?
But 2-0 Adelaide City. Carmody was coming. Watch this, Rob. Carmody was coming. Was there a loud enough shout? O'Donnell heads it. And Carmody had already at the penalty spot virtually. Jury's out on that. Wow. 38 minutes. And it's 2-0 Adelaide City. Who would have thought? Wow.
Barbiero with the ball. All to do. 2-0 down. 10 men. Mistakes galore by MetroStars has cost them the game so far.
When was the last time Adelaide City conceded 2 goals in the game? Paul, you got those stats there?
Take it easy. I'm not Bruce McAvaney, mate.
You're special, though.
Ooh. Jeez.
Well, special one.
They've only conceded 23 in 22 games, Ben. I make that an average of just one. So to concede 3 will be a miracle for MetroStars.
That Metro would want to get it back to level pegging so they can get it to extra time and penalties. Is probably their best chance.
Well, absolutely at the moment. So Barbiero now with a mountain to climb. MetroStars, a man down and 2 goals to boot. Henderson creeping to the halfway line, goes to Deloisio. The Metro supporters stunned, I'd say, at the moment, as Dorber tries to take on the first defender, couldn't get past Zach Waters. Goes to Bernarda from the throw-in. Bernarda turns it over. Booker's there to be a nuisance. Booker goes for a bit of a run. Booker pushed and wins the free. Yes or no?
Didn't hear him blow the whistle.
Kidding me.
Throw in to me.
Seeing that on replay, that's interesting. Wow. It's just a... No, it is a foul. I thought so.
Oh, it is?
Yes. Ball's on the ground. I reckon that's a foul.
They lost 2-0 to Campbelltown. That's the only time they've conceded 2 goals.
Can you tell me how he can take?
What about 3? When have they conceded 3, Rob?
None so far. Going through the whole season.
Yeah. Just turn it down for a sec, Benny, as the
good call.
As the things go on. The inquiry goes on the sideline there. Carmody
they lost 3-2 to Croydon.
Clears to the halfway line. Barr says thank you very much. Finds Booker. The Bees combine. Goes further wide. Mitras now goes back to Booker. Booker chips it into the box.
Yeah, lost 3-2 to Croydon.
They
19th
did
of
lose.
September.
So they have conceded 3 this season. Well, so it's not impossible. Waters, Dorber, throw in MetroStars. 41 minutes almost played in this first half of the elimination final. Thanks to Borrell. The Metro down to 10 men and down 2 goals. So O'Donnell, who scored the own goal, to Gow.
Yep, it's any time.
Finds Deloisio. Finds Barbiero. He plays it up the line. Dorber too close, ran out.
In the State League, White City leading 1-0 against Playford in the elimination. There, the other games in the NPL, it's a 0-0. Croydon against Raiders, that's an elimination. The first leg of the semi-finals, Campbelltown 0, Adelaide Comets 0.
So throw in Adelaide City.
On the far side of this, Booker loses out. Marisic 2-0 up. You would have predicted this. Coach got sacked. Now leading 2-0. Can you believe it?
It's a harsh word. Was he not offered a new contract? Could we put it a bit nicer like that, Rob?
No.
I think if he was sacked, he wouldn't be coaching right now, though, would he?
That's right. They're just not renewing his
Oh,
contract.
yeah, true.
But to announce
it
the week of the finals is
ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Might have been the spark that they needed, because they're certainly on fire tonight.
Oh, yeah, so he wins the grand final and he's not coaching next season, please.
Makes sense.
What are we in the bizarro world?
He'll get a job somewhere.
Of course he will.
So it's Barbiero looking for an opening on that far side. If they could get a goal back, Metro, to get back into this game.
That's a foul. That's the first foul for Adelaide City in this half.
Goes quickly to O'Donnell.
Wow, the first conceded.
Yeah.
Henderson.
To Metro's 6.
Wow. Right side of the park to Dorber. Dorber gets down the line. Cuts it in. Bernardo trying to get to it. Well won there by Irabona. Henderson. O'Donnell. And that's not a good ball by Gow. Just can't get their game together, can't they? Still got a good bench. Got Smith to come on if they want to. Maury. Another attacking option.
Yeah, the Adelaide City supporters in the background, outnumbered here tonight, but making more noise than the Metro supporters as Carmody goes short. Gee whiz, this disposal,
Defense,
they just missed not hitting the target tonight, Ben.
No, definitely. It's just uncharacteristic to me, like the way that they're losing that ball in those areas. Normally so consistent.
So it goes in, Adelaide City, Booker. Waters was there. Over the sideline. Once again, it'll be a throw-in. Waters. Carter. Goes into attack. Booker. Tussling and gives away the free kick. It's a free kick, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Well, the referee's allowed to throw. Well, not a free kick. Henderson. O'Donnell. Barbiero. Callisto. Dorber. Callisto. Gow. Handball. No.
Ball to hand.
Play on. Delosio, captain. Henderson.
4 minutes of extra time. Yeah, a couple of injuries in there.
Goes out to Delosio to Henderson. There might be a couple of changes at half-time for Metro. I know they've made a change already. I think they need a bit of a shake-up.
Well, you got to.
Don't be surprised you see Maury and Smith.
You've got to keep into account, Rob, extra time and penalties as well. So, how early are you going to make all
three?
If
it's extra time, you can use another extra.
One extra?
Yep.
So, we've played almost 40 seconds of extra time in this
and aren't
first
you allowed
half.
to use 4 if you put the right changes? If you do the right changes.
If you do them all at once.
That's right.
So, Delosio. Dorber does keep it in. Gets it into the box. Bar in the way. Comes to Gow. To Barbiero. They need a shot. Although 4 minutes of extra time. We've only played 1. So still now with Metros. Esposito, tip of the box, but under duress, under pressure. And it gives away the free kick. Wow. Daniel Ella has seen the foul. Let's have a look at this on replay. Esposito, you thought might have been fouled. He had a couple around him, but he's given it against him. And again, Benny, we just brought you down for a few moments.
Just everything's going.
It's against them.
Against them, isn't it?
So Robbie Saracino not happy there on the bench.
I think within reason there. That looked to me like Esposito had been fouled.
Yeah. So Adelaide City goes to Corbo. Ends up with Woodlands. Stevens, Captain Stevens. Gets it into Kostopoulos in the ways. Henderson. Barbiero. O'Donnell. Just hasn't been their night tonight in the first half. Everything's gone, except for that first save that Carmody did. Just nothing's gone right for him. Barbiero steps on it. Henderson. Barbiero. Slightly backwards.
2.5 minutes played of extra time out of 4.
So Delosio finding Dorba, Bonada. He's got to get into this game. Just can't get into it. And it goes out for a goal kick.
And the clock will be the enemy in the second half. Benny, as you know, play it down, 2-0 down. Adelaide City will frustrate them.
And that sun's no longer having an impact on the game, so it'll be interesting second half.
No breeze, is a bit of a breeze. Just
comes through every now and again.
Yeah. So Woodlands now with a goal kick. We've played just over 3 minutes of extra time in this first half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard at MetroStars 0, Adelaide City 2, and a foul going the way of Adelaide City again.
MetroStars 8th foul versus Adelaide City's 1.
Okay, so I'm just bringing you down, Benny, because it could get ugly over that side.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do at half time.
Well, you're going to be on this side in the second half, I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know who to go to at half time either, given history.
History.
Yeah, haven't got the referee's whistle tonight, haven't they?
Mm.
The 50-50s going to Adelaide City. As they go. Got to ignore the referee in this situation. Just get your game together.
And that's half time.
Goes for half time.
And, well, shell-shocked would be a word I could use for Metro. Listen how quiet it is. It's just, they are.
And it's a reasonable crowd too, isn't it?
The supporters are just
dead
shell-shocked. Dead quiet. And, wow, I don't think I've heard it this quiet at a Metro's game ever, if I may say.
Yeah.
You can ask the referee all the questions in the world, Michael, but I think on this one we've got to look into the mirror because, well, it was a goalkeeper mistake the first, a defender mistake for the second.
What about Brenton Hearn behind you?
Looks like the coaches are deep in the conversation.
Yeah, that's right.
Although they're 2-0 up, but I think I'll leave that one.
You could, maybe Mr. Carter.
No, that's right. Leave him go, mate.
I think they're circumstantial at the moment in regards to...
It's so quiet out there, I reckon you didn't even need the microphone, Ben. But let's go through some halftime stats before we take a break for halftime. And you can have a look at some interesting highlights. And you make your own decision watching through Facebook Live or YouTube Live. I know on Facebook you can make comment. I think on YouTube you can make comment as well. But Facebook is the one Rob's looking over. But, Benny, let's go through some halftime stats.
Yeah, so MetroStars goalkeeper had the 2 saves to make, Isaac Carmody versus Alexander Woodland's 1. MetroStars had the 1 shot on target versus Adelaide City's 2 on target. Both teams had 2 shots off target, 2 corners for Metro, 1 for Adelaide City. And here's the interesting stat, which we alluded to during the first half, was the 8 fouls by MetroStars, according to the referee, that is, with the 1 for Adelaide City. Of course, we know the red card has played a big part in the game as well.
Absolutely, and of course that came to Anthony Solana very early on. An own goal to Cooper O'Donnell in the 38th minute. Terence Carter converting a penalty.
Can we look
in
at
the
that
fifth.
again? That foul before that?
Yeah, Bomber, no, he's got it on the replay. Do you want to see it at half time or you want to analyse it now?
I want to analyse it again.
Well,
I think you're right.
Putting him under pressure a little bit. I don't know if you can bring back that first incident, Bomber. You've got him on the 2-way with Jimbo. Shall we take a break first and then maybe come back to it?
Yeah, maybe
give him a bit of time.
Yep.
Maybe I could do a halftime interview before the second half. That might be a better position to
on the way out.
We'll see how we go.
Absolutely. It's TK Shutter Reserve, the venue here tonight, MPLSA finals. It's the elimination final we're covering here tonight. It's all thanks to Borrell. We go in at half-time, MetroStars 0, Adelaide City 2. but MetroStars down to 10 men. We'll take a short break and come back with the second half shortly.
Welcome to Boral Connects, a new way of doing business with Boral that has been designed to improve your customer experience while saving you valuable time. Our aim is to provide you with near real-time delivery information and transparency of your concrete orders. Visit boralconnects.com.au. Welcome to Boral Connects, a new way of doing business with Boral that has been designed to improve your customer experience while saving you valuable time. We've undertaken extensive research, interviewing customers about the highs and lows of dealing with Boral concrete. Based on this feedback, we've developed some exciting new solutions that will give you greater visibility and control over your concrete orders and deliveries. Our aim is to provide you with near real-time delivery information and transparency of your concrete orders. Placing a concrete order has never been so easy. Follow the simple prompts and order your concrete at any hour of the day. Whether you're on the job site or in the office, you now have the ability to see all current and future orders online. You can now confirm or cancel your order online without having to call our service centre. You can also see when your concrete delivery will arrive on site, which trucks are in transit, when trucks are scheduled for delivery, and be notified when your first truck is leaving the plant. Electronic dockets can be accessed as soon as your truck arrives on site. All of your docket history can be found via our Dockets dashboard, giving you the option to download in bulk or individually as a PDF or CSV file. These are just a few of the exciting new features we're offering, and there's still more to come. Signing up to Boral Connects is easy. Visit boralconnects.com.au.
The last time Adelaide City beat MetroStars was back in May of 2019. So that was a 1-0 result. This is a final. So can they turn it around, Ben? What do you think? Wait that 7 seconds to come on. Got him by surprise, Robbie?
Yeah, just on the Facebook page, one comment from Ryan Friedman. Metro pushed the ball around well and the pace was decent. However, even prior to the sending off, lacked that final pass.
Touch.
They might have to switch it up to a 3-5-1 in the second half.
It's a big ask, isn't it?
What do you think, Benny? What as a coach, former coach, this level, what would you say? 2-0 down, a player down. What's it all about?
Well, it's all to play for, isn't it? You've got nothing to lose now, but the risk we've seen already is that they could get caught on the break if they're pushing high, but if they're going to lose 2-0, they may as well lose 3-0 and take that risk. They've got it all to play for in this second half, and it's a massive challenge.
I was half right. Murray's on.
Yeah, Murray is coming on. Sorry, I did speak to someone at half time.
I thought they would have to make a move. I would have made two. I would have put Smith on as well.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that will come if they need to. So,
well, whoever loses tonight, it's season over. And Adelaide City sneaking into that top 6 with 31 points, just on goal difference over Cumberland. So, well, can they come from 6 and pull something miraculous off? It's early days yet, of course. This is just the first hurdle, and this one isn't even over yet as well, Ben.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it was Cooper O'Donnell.
Yeah, poor old Cooper O'Donnell.
Come off.
The first one wasn't his fault. No way.
No, I was watching the highlights at half time, and that was a goalkeeper error. Nothing to do with the sun, Ben. Nothing to do with the sun. I don't want to be hard on Carmody because he's put off some killer saves tonight, but he had the old butterfingers, nerves. I reckon it was nerves, and I reckon there's a bit of nerves in the Metro game tonight because even that back pass, the foul, the second goal, the foul in the middle of the park, you've seen them given, you've seen them not given. So not conclusive for mine that there was a blatant foul, but you have seen them given, but you also have seen them let go. It was just body on body, and Barbiero went to feet. But, you know, people will dispute that and argue that. Could have been a foul, should have been a foul, and then no red card. Anyway, we'll see how it pans out in the second half. MetroStars are trailing 2-0 to Adelaide City, and they're a man down. There's no second prize here tonight. It's elimination final. Any more on the Facebook, Rob? You want to?
Yeah, Vince Brady saying City are playing a lot better than last week, which is true.
That's for sure.
They look like a good, close-knit team, don't they? The way they do their warm-ups at half-time as well. They come out in the pack as one team, which is good to see. So, yeah, Michael Matriciani no longer with the club next season.
Contract not renewed.
Yep. Paul Pezos
rumoured to be going to Adelaide City.
I think it's quite factual to me.
Okay.
He's got the job.
I'm not arguing with your crystal balls.
Could they change if Michael Matriciani wins the grand final?
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, they can win the grand final, but I don't think they're going to change their mind.
True. Kick-off underway. Second half commences. Can MetroStars get back into this game? Can Adelaide City hang on? Adelaide City leading 2-0. I was talking to a few of the champions of MetroStars. Vince Scamitzi knew where the goals were, the Terminator, and Menakella.
I saw Liam Wooding as well, so good to see him.
Three great players, weren't they?
The Terminator. There's a young Terminator in the mix, they say.
His son's quite good at playing futsal. Looks the goods.
So throw in now, Adelaide City into attack, early part of this second half. Carter goes down, referee says get up, and the ball goes out of play. So it'll be a throw in to Adelaide City. Waters to take it, goes into the box. Gee, it's evaded all players and into the arms of Carmody. Yeah, a couple of errors in that first half, Ben, those goals. So uncharacteristic, nervous, maybe MetroStars, but nevertheless, I wouldn't be pointing any fingers at the referee. Sure, they haven't had the rub of the green, as they say, but nothing to do with being 2-0 down at the moment.
No, sometimes you can make those mistakes and goes unpunished, but on this occasion, maximum punishment for the boys tonight, sadly, and they find themselves on the end of a 2-0 result right now.
So it is Bonata, Esposito, if you can pull one back quickly as they go in. Oh, it's a funny looking clearance. They've got the heebie-jeebies on this side of the park.
Waters made sure of it though. Concise defending by Adelaide City.
So it'll be a throw into MetroStars. Made one move, Cooper O'Donnell off. Maury's on. Joshua Maury. Callisto to Maury. Barbiero. Gow. Henderson. Looking a bit more positive, Metros, in this second half.
Well, they're always positive. It's just this final third.
Dorbar. No one there, though. Headed out there by Barr. I think as far as Gow.
That delivery has to be precise, too, because you've got Stevens and Marisic in there, very hard to beat in the air.
Goes short. Maury. One way, then the other. Zach Waters does well.
I agree with you, Ben, because that's a low percentage ball, that high ball at the moment in the
It's got to be really pinpoint, doesn't it? I mean, Esposito and Bernardo, there's no doubt, can score from those positions, but it's got to be in a really, really good spot. Wow, sound.
Referee not going to tolerate any time wasting by Adelaide City. I'm looking for Ben. Is he on this side?
Where is just down here, right in front of you, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Nice and comfy down there, mate.
Oh, there, it's not too bad.
So LA City through Booker, trying to find Mitras. Goes to Carter. Carter with a shot! Oh. What a goal! Carter, Terence Carter! That's 3-0, and that's the goal of the year.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's have a look at this on replay. I think the cameras are right behind this.
Yeah, I was right behind that. Very nice.
She from distance had a lot to do with the control. Beautiful volley, top right-hand corner. Keeper could do nothing about that one there. What a goal, Terence Carter. He knows what to come alive, this lad, doesn't he?
And the officials come under scrutiny, but I'll tell you what, Daniel Elder did well there because he was about to blow up and he played the advantage, and I think Adelaide City would much preferred that than the free kick.
Wow.
3-0. Who would have predicted this?
No one. Not many anyway. Maybe some Adelaide City supporters, but and there they are on picture there, making all the noise here at TK Shutter tonight.
Steve and the boys.
A regular face at Adelaide United games as well. And blimey, he's happy.
Collingwood games.
Collingwood, well, not too many of those here in Adelaide, Rob, so what does he go over as well? Does he really?
Yeah.
Gee whiz. So, well, I don't know.
He loves his sport.
They had a mountain to climb. I don't know what it's bigger than a mountain, Ben, but this is maybe Everest.
Yeah, it's got to be Everest.
For Metro now, a player down, 3-0 down, looking at season over.
So MetroStars going into attack. Gow.
Although Liverpool fans,
I was
3-0
just
down in the
thinking of
Champions
them.
League.
That's the only type of team that could come back from this a 3-0 deficit.
Goes
to
out.
Liverpool.
Itabona.
They probably weren't down to 10 players though when they did it.
Wins the free kick.
They weren't, were they?
No, which makes the challenge even more difficult.
So Callisto fouled there, holding bar. Quite obvious.
That's got to be the goal of the year.
That was outstanding.
It's just the way, one step back.
So Metros, aerial ping pong, comes down the feet eventually. Henderson now for MetroStars, finds Gow, still in the defensive half though, Metro. Deloitte,
that combination of Mitras, Bucco and Carter, very, very dangerous. Haven't seen enough of that during the season though, I don't think, from Adelaide City.
Not that we've covered many games.
That's true.
To see it, so
but good timing for their perspective.
You always got to pick at the right time, isn't it, in this type of game?
It's like the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
How'd you go on the Melbourne Cup, Rob? You normally...
Yeah, I didn't do too well in the Melbourne Cup.
Oh, okay.
Overall. I was happy enough to be even.
Oh, on the day.
On the day, yeah.
So Barbiero back to the round ball game. Soccer it is. The finals in South Australia. Barbiero chips the ball forward, asking a lot. Gee whiz, asking a lot of Dorman. That's just been cleared by Marisic into the next suburb.
What's the next suburb?
No idea up this side of town, mate. I'm out of my depth here.
Probably Felixstowe. Not Felixstowe.
You're an eastern
Yeah,
side.
Felixstowe. Anyhow, it goes out. Murray.
Corner.
Their defence has been supreme, huh?
Yeah, it sure has.
Solid.
Continued on from last week. Their defensive performance was very good last week as well.
So Woodland's organising his defenders for this corner kick to be taken by Gow. For MetroStars, there'll be a left-footing swinger. Near post. It's in! It's in. Oh, or is it?
What's he doing?
Oh, it's the time-wasting tactic that referee Daniel Elder's all over. Now, only the replay will tell us who scored this because it looked like it was
like
rushed over the line.
Or Dorba, perhaps.
Let's have a look. Robbie, Esposito maybe. Dorba's there, near post. It's Esposito. It's off Esposito.
We think.
No, we think, and have a look again. Maybe not. I reckon it's Esposito, Robbie. Have a look. Oh, here we go.
Haven't heard the Denga boys for a while.
From the replay. Yeah, it was a bit fast on that, but I'd give that to Esposito. He'll claim it anyway. So 3-1. Gee, I don't know, 53rd minute. 53rd. I don't know whether, well, it's a lifeline, Ben. It's a lifeline. Phone a friend, and they did. This is a good ball from Bucco, but it's been cut out by Dorba. Goes back to his keeper, Carmody, who takes no chances and goes to the safety of the line. So Metros have pulled one back.
It was interesting because I was about to say they need better delivery, although the delivery still wasn't that good. It was enough to get something out of it.
Well, near post corner, I thought it was a fantastic corner, and it just caused havoc in that 6-yard box, and Adelaide City couldn't deal with that. That little bit of chaos, that's what they needed to score.
So it is on that far side, so and Metro goes on the left.
Wow.
So Carter with the ball, chance to crack it again.
He's on fire, and why not?
You've got to shut him down, otherwise you'll score another ripper.
Another goal attempt for Adelaide City, Benny.
Second of the half, one on and one off.
Those stats thanks to Green Play Australia. This final thanks to Borrell.
The other games half-time, Corner Kings nil, Raiders nil, 43 minutes, Campbelltown nil, Adelaide Comets nil. Here it is, 3-1.
And just remind you that Croydon,
goals galore.
That Croydon Adelaide Raiders game is a sudden death as well.
The winners play against each other. Both those games.
So Waters now goes short to Metros. Adelaide City in possession, just shy of the halfway line. Marisic chips the ball forward, looking for the danger man Carter. Henderson, who'll be under a little bit of pressure from Christopoulos, but he gets it away to Dorba in time. Dorba plays it up the line, but off the side of the boot and into the crowd. So,
and saying that, Comets have taken the lead 1-0. over Campbelltown in their first leg. Big goal away from home.
They count as double? Is it the away goal rule?
I believe so.
They don't count as double, only if it's equal.
If the result is equal, they count as double if they both win away. So now Waters doing the defending for Adelaide City, sees the ball over the line. Bernardo takes the throw in quickly. Callisto to Barbiero. Gianni Esposito was in the box then. Murray under pressure, gives away the free kick.
That's a soft free kick, isn't it?
No, that was a free kick. Watching on replay, Rob. Just frustration there. Get out my way, throws him down to the ground.
What's he supposed to do?
Oh, not throw him down to the ground, that's for sure.
Anyhow, Woodlands wasting time tactics by Adelaide City.
Well, Daniel Elder stated clear he's not going to tolerate time wasting, so don't be surprised to see an early yellow card if they continue that. And why would you want to 3-1 up?
3-0 up. In the blink of an eye, the score can change.
So MetroStars into attack. Murray with the ball. He's going to leave it maybe for Dorber. Goes to Barbiero. Finds Gow. Overlapping run from Henderson. Henderson looks up. Not too many options in the box, so he has to go backwards to Gow. Further back to Deloisio. Finds Dorber. Gee whiz, it could have been... he wins a free. Soft but there. Barbiero, overlapping run. Too much of Murray, I think he's asked. Whoa! Murray almost thrown into the sideboards there. And that'll be a goal kick.
Great bit of vision there by Barbiero, though, to play that ball.
Yeah, but Waters always had him covered just watching that on replay, Ben.
So the kick there on the far side. So Adelaide City just want to survive.
Carter didn't run like that last week, I guarantee you.
Ends up with Henderson. Funny looking pass. Goes out. Bernardo's been quiet tonight. Goes to Gal. Barbiero. He's got Murray on the right. Dorber's there as well. Tries to let it go to Murray. Ends up with Captain Deloisio.
He's been busy tonight, hasn't he?
Barbiero.
Yeah.
Barbiero. Ends up with Deloisio. He'll go to play there. Esposito. Erabona. Good skills. Steps on it. Perimetris. Carter. And there should be a throw in.
Yeah, Dorber doesn't need to do that because they're already a man down.
I'm not sure he did too much. I think he was trying to get out of the way.
It's the retaliator, Ben, that always cops it. We'll see if we can see this on replay. The referee is going to talk to Carter here, but just watch on replay whether, okay, that's normal. That's all okay up to this point. Carter goes to get the ball to Stoll. Dorber wants to see, oh yeah, oh, there was a couple of elbows there by Carter.
He's lucky to be on the pitch.
Absolutely, yellow card. That, if there was VAR, would have been red.
That's red, yeah. Did they both get yellow?
I saw one to Carter. Benny?
Oh, I didn't see, I only saw the one yellow.
Yeah, I reckon it's only to Carter.
Yeah.
I think he was lucky to stay on.
Well, the PAR, Paul and Rob, that would have been red.
Red. Hit him twice.
Absolutely. He
Not
did
once.
the old, who did that we saw at Blue Eagles a few weeks ago?
Marino.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Marino did. He did
That
the
was
old
in the
Marino.
momentum, though.
No.
Marino's momentum. He was
No,
running.
no.
Whereas Carter was. Carter was the.
Marino was doing the fend
Get
off.
off me.
Well, so was Marino doing the fend
Yeah,
off.
well, he was running with the ball. He was getting challenged while he was running.
Still can't use the old
Oh,
elbow
100%.
fend off.
I didn't say he didn't deserve it.
So Bernardo and Marisic go at it. Bernardo, well, almost the winner there. Bar comes in to lend a hand, so does Buko. Buko goes back to the captain. And Stevens.
He's been good at the back, hasn't he? Had an injury problems for a while, didn't he, Benny?
Yeah, he did.
He's come back good this year.
Yep.
There's Marisic now. Goes short. Metros. Barbiero in the way. She asked a lot of Callisto. Buko tidies up for City. Good ball to Metros. It's on. Again, it's getting testy there. It's 3-1 up. Deloisio goes to Henderson. Henderson looks up. The long searching ball, low percentage ball. Marisic got high. He's got some height on Bernarda, so that's not a good percentage ball. No. There's Kostopoulos on the far side now for Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City with the ball, holding on to a 3-1 lead. Here at TK Shuttle Reserve, can Metros get back into this game? Yeah, Bono's had a good game. Kostopoulos is there. Cleared here by Gow, up in the air it goes. Only as far as Lachlan Bar. That goes back to captain. Deloisio, left side of the park it goes. Esposito to Gow. Goes back to Deloisio. Goes in. Gow again. Bernarda, and that's gone over the sideline. It'll be a throw in to Adelaide City.
Well, Adelaide City will be happy with this because they're not penetrating. They've got possession, Metro, but there's not too much penetration coming from.
It's almost been the story of the night, really, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Really struggled to get to that attacking third.
Just in the State League, guys, White City leading 1-0 against Playford. Sturt Lions leading 1-0 against Panthers. That's a two-legged one. And Campbelltown and College scores gone back
That's
to 0-0.
That's the first offside of the night, by the way.
Yeah, I thought so. Thanks to Greenplay Australia. Sorry, right.
Gone back to 0-0. Don't know why. Probably a disallowed goal.
So Barbiero now finds Bernarda in the middle of the park. G2 black and white shirts around him. Corbo does well. Bar to Buko. Buko wants to go for a bit of a run, does so. Nice through ball to Carter, but well read by Deloisio. Cut it out. Deloisio very solid in defence. Beautifully balanced player. Finds Gow. Gow on the far side now. Had Callisto under pressure between the two of them. That's better pressing by Adelaide City. Bit heavy touch there by Buko. Henderson tidies up. That's a turnover. Esposito now for MetroStars. G almost fell over the ball. Did well to keep his feet. They finally get it to Gow. Gow for MetroStars switches the play. Murray's on the end of it. Controls it in the box. Looking for the handball. Very optimistic call. Very optimistic. That's desperate, in fact. And Deloisio tries again.
Goes to Dorber. Murray. He's added that bit of flair.
Just watch this on replay. That's, oh, I tell you what. That was a move in from the shoulder. Just watching that on replay now. And here's a yellow card for...
Wasting time.
Waters. I told you that was going to come early.
Almost a bit harsh, but...
She just well picked up Bomber on that replay. He leaned into that, Rob, did he not? Or was it just my imagination? With the PAR given a penalty on that?
I don't think so.
So it's a great battle between Maury and Waters.
Yeah, I like it.
Waters now on a yellow card, so he's going to have to tread carefully. As Woodlands clears to the halfway line, but it'll come back at him. But Barr should do the tidying up.
Lachlan Barr's had a good game. Waters, Corbo. Oh, Barr's gone straight to Esposito.
Not the best person.
He goes for a shot, and it's over the crossbar. Maybe he thought he was in the red and yellow shirt. They used to play together.
Just look at this on replay. Found some good dip on that from not too far out, just the tip of the 18-yard box. But a dip, but not enough for his liking. But, gee, good goal attempt by MetroStars. So 64 minutes gone in the game on the Greenplay Australia time clock as Henderson needed a timely touch there. The Greenplay Australia scoreboard, it's still Metro 1, Adelaide City 3. And if you've just joined us, Metros have been down to 10 men for quite some time. From the first half, actually, from early in the first half. So Henderson now for MetroStars to the far side. Esposito going for a bit of a run. He's got the skill. Can he get the ball into the box? Takes it to the byline. Gets the ball into the box. Who's there? A metre to the back header.
Tell you what.
Not too far off from Bernardo.
He's got to get into the game too, Bernardo.
Watching this on replay. Under pressure.
Had a lot to do from there, didn't he? But it was a nice delivery.
But well over the bar in the end. So Metro asking some questions. They've got one back. I'll need two just to get it to extra time.
So Woodland's taking his time to get this kick in towards the centre of the ground. Looking for Carter. Get it out there by Delosio. Dorber with a chance, right-hand side. Barbiero's worked hard. Bernardo, sandwich between two players.
Gee whiz, even near you. Was it this side of the... Yeah, I'll pick the culprit.
A ham sandwich then. And it'll be Gow to take this free kick.
Get those ground stewards to go to the halfway line, Ben. Well, you might have to go to the halfway line.
I might as well just be mobile.
Actually, you could. Get in everyone's way.
So Gow, will he chip it? Will he shoot? Dorber's in there. Esposito chips it around. Needs a touch. Keeper, can he get to it?
Now, he did need to do that. He didn't need to do that.
He was probably going to go out for a corner.
Absolutely it was. Didn't need to do that. Watch on replay, Rob. Tell me he needed to do that. That was going out. Keeper was never going to get that. And we're going to the bench. Double change for MetroStars. Wow. Who's coming off? Dorber. He's run his heart out tonight.
And Callisto.
Benny, I tell you what, those ground stewards are a bit close to you, mate. I might, if you could you go to the halfway line? Yeah, people look a little bit more subdued. If they ask you why you're moving, you can tell them.
So, Davis is on. Been out with injury for a bit of the season. I think he's been available for the last 3 or 4. And Smith.
Who are you socialising with down there?
No one. Who said it's okay to sit here?
Dylan Smith.
Well,
so can Metros get back into this game? Metros coming on, 1 for 1. Orchard's on, I reckon.
sorry, Benny, hate to be a BB, but
yes.
Can you go to the halfway line because you're in between the two stewards and they're a bit loud. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Or tell him to shut up, whichever one you like. Whichever one's easier.
I think
you'll go to the halfway line?
Yeah.
So, Metro's Henderson to Gow. Chips it up. Got a back header there. Adelaide City.
Corbo's played well.
Yeah, he's played well. He's been switched to the midfield. Normally a back man. As it is
Dylan Smith.
Smith.
Are they booing Hendo?
It's only the second time this season Dylan Smith started on the bench actually as well, so he'll be keen to impress, no doubt.
Goes out, Chance. In the way it's Waters. 68 minutes, over 68 and a half. All to do.
Foul going away
for MetroStars.
So who went off for Metro, Rob, sorry?
Callisto
Dorber.
and Dorber.
So Smith is on with Davis. Deloitte is on. Maury. Can they make any more changes? I think that's it.
So it goes out.
Davis was.
Davis. Right side of the park. It'll be a throw in. Maury chases it down. Barbiero. Henderson. We'll see him creep up a bit more. So do or die. Final. Itabona. Is he giving away the corner? No. Woodlands keeps it in. And he will take his time. Over the halfway line it goes. Captain Delosio in the way.
Goes out. Each time he gets the ball.
Gow with the ball. Goes short. MetroStars, can they go through? Come unstuck. Adelaide City. Lachlan Barr. Boy, that was a funny pass there by Smith. It was effective. Esposito, and over the sideline it goes. On the far side.
Barbiero comes in board to Gow. Gow finds Davis. Davis now. It's that final third that's causing the problem for MetroStars is Deloisio now. Dorber comes to get, that's Barbiero comes to get it. Dorber's off the park. Gow. Now you got some chatters in the background. What the hell's going on?
I'm at a bit of a loss now.
I'll leave it to you, Benny. Where you can find a quiet spot. These guys.
You would have been better off on the other side.
Oh yeah, with all the swearing as Davis gets the ball into the box. So that's a horrible cross.
He hasn't played a lot of football this year, has he, Davis? Injuries and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was just saying that before.
Oh, were you? That must be while I was...
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, he's been out of action for a while. I think he's been available the last 3 or 4.
Benny, I reckon come towards your groundsman that looks like Robbie Slater. Where the girls are, they seem to be quiet.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Sorry, mate. If you just go back there if you could, mate. Sounds like there's just a murmur going on.
Are you guys taking the mickey here?
No,
I'm serious.
No one's concentrating on the game. That's the problem.
Put some music on and I'll sit wherever the music stops.
No, if you could, Benny.
Yeah,
It's very annoying in the background.
Still talking.
No, I'm serious.
I'm
deadly serious. Anyway, referee now. Let's get back to the game. Instead of the sideline chatter, as Deloisio, Benny's moving again. That's
Actually, I probably shouldn't leave that chair there.
No, that's exactly right.
I just want to land on it.
Smith, and it's cleared by Corbo to the far side. 18 minutes to go, boys. 2 goals to get. A player down. Is it a mountain too far?
He's come up.
He's come in here. That's good. It's probably quieter in here. There's Deloisio now for MetroStars. Looks up. Gee, Bernarda's there, but he's almost like the Lone Ranger. As Maury finds it by the needle. Smith, heavy touch. Waters gets pushed in the back. It's probably a bit safer here, Ben. I don't know if you can see as much though. So now Waters with a throw-in for Adelaide City. 3-1 up over MetroStars. MetroStars were the favourite going into this game. That's a good ball by Maury. Bernarda's fouled, and the referee sees it that way. Marisic protesting. All to no avail as you watch the replay. It's pretty clear-cut, this foul. So now Gow to take the free kick for MetroStars. 28 minutes gone this second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard, MetroStars 1, Adelaide City 3.
So Gow, is he going to crack it from here? Or is he going to put a bit of pressure on the keeper to swing it around? Just a touch.
Near post.
Gow swings it in. Nicely done. Goes back to him. He'll get it back again. Does well. Keeper does well too.
Oh, Hendo's hit the post there.
He
didn't look very good.
Hurt himself real bad.
Yep, he's hit that post pretty hard.
Watch this on the replay. I hope it's only his leg. I thought he hit his head into the post.
No, it looked like his hip or his driver.
Well, better the hip than the head. Let's have a look at this on replay. Just momentum.
He's got a hard head though, remember?
Probably wouldn't appreciate that comment while he's on the ground. We'll see if we can go back a bit further. He's getting some treatment.
No, doesn't look like he got it.
Woodlands actually did quite well as well there.
Absolutely, he was under duress. So just has hurt himself.
And they can't make another change.
1, 2, 3, 4 subs have been made.
Unless it's extra time.
So they can make a 4th interchange. They've had 3 interchanges with 4 people. So you can do a 4th interchange with 5 people. Is that what you're saying?
If it's extra time though. Only on extra time.
He's on his feet, that's good. Looks a little ginger, that's not good. But he's a tough nut, and I predict that he'll go on.
He's had his fair share of injuries in different ways, but an injury like that would take a lot to stop him.
Yeah, I was going to say, try and keep him off the park, 3-1 down. So Hendo will go off and get called on by the referee. They'll just assess him probably at the coach's box.
So it's going to be a bounce.
So
ball.
a bounce?
Drop ball.
Oh.
A drop ball.
In the 50-metre arc, Rob. Will be a drop ball. Smith says, Borner's too close. But he still gets the cross into the box. But easily taken by Woodlands. Now imagine if he scored there. So we've got 15 minutes of normal time to go, but you'd think there'll be a bit added on for injury time. 2 goals down. MetroStars still with a mountain to climb. Good control by Carter, who takes a shot from distance, and that's a little bit optimistic.
If they can pull one back within the next 5 to 10, even 10 minutes, push the pressure
it'll
on.
be a helter-skelter last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'd rather
pressure. It's amazing what pressure does.
The next 5 minutes, I'd like them to score one, so it'll be a helter-skelter last 10 to 15.
Delosio. Still 0-0 the other games.
Except
knockout Croydon and Raiders. In the 2-legged semi-final, Campbelltown and Adelaide Comets.
That's still 1-0?
0-0.
Oh, did they take the goal off that?
That's what I said.
Oh, so I thought it was one of the state league games.
No.
Plus I don't listen to it. No, I do listen to every word you say.
Goes out, Murray. Gow loses out though to Carter.
Gets it back.
Wins
well
it back. Well done.
He's had a good game, Gow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. Goes out, trying to find Murray. Can he keep it in? Does so. No, yes, he did.
Well done.
Goes to Davis. Davis goes one way. Goes to Murray. Murray trying to get to the line and cut it back.
And get the corner.
Wins himself the corner kick.
Did well there because I don't think he had too many options.
Hendo limps forward. Look at him.
Adelaide
Mr.
City's
Henderson.
second corner of the half.
So where'd you end up, Ben?
I'm right over in the corner here. You'll see me in a minute.
You're a good... Yeah, you are, actually. You're in a good... You did find the corner spot. Well done.
So quickly taking corner kick goes to Barbiero. Can Metro score? But Captain Stevens to the rescue. Heads it out for another corner kick.
I tell you what, as you said, Rob, if they could get one in this next 3 minutes within 80, it'll be one hell of a final 10 minutes. I'll throw the house at him as Gow now with a corner kick, left foot in swinger.
Decent
very
ball.
central, well done. Woodlands dealt with it very well. Now Metro will come again. Smith chips it into the box, but too many black and white shirts back there. As now Barbiero's been very busy, but he's very deep at the moment. Finds Henderson. Gee, Henderson on this side at the moment. Goes back inboard. Go back from Deloitte back to his keeper. Carmody. He goes long. She gives Murray a bit of a hospital ward. Murray did well to control that. Murray now sizes it up, shoots and straight at the keeper. Shot on goal there by Josh Murray.
Their 4th goal attempt for the half, Metros, to Adelaide City's 3.
Gee, look at that on replay. That could have... Yeah, it could have, but it went straight at the keeper.
So Woodlands, big kick up in the air. It's all Metro at the moment. Trying to pull this 3-1 deficit down. As Henderson just takes it off him quite easily. Esposito goes back to Delosio. Davis. Barbiero goes down. Wins himself the free kick.
Good vision.
Goes to Murray. Squares it up to Gow. Goes all the way from Smith. Henderson. Smith. Looking for Davis.
Waters has played very well tonight in defence.
Sure has.
And over the sideline. Quickly taken throw in. Goes back. Goes Smith again.
Unusual sound of a plane in the back.
Yeah. Davis. Looking for an opening. Davis! Tried the shot, Barbiero to Gow. Gow could crack it. does so!
Ooh.
And it was whipping, snipping everywhere.
It was. Dipping is the word you left out, which it was probably doing the most of. Wow.
Certainly asking the questions, aren't they?
And I think they need to. Now it's going to be like at the Royal Show shooting gallery. I think they're going to have to shoot on site. As Deloisio. What the hell was that? That's not a plane.
Goodness me.
It's Benny doing a burnout.
Wow.
Sounds like Rob's tricycle. As Booker now under pressure from Barbiero. Waters to Bar. Bar goes for a run, but he's dispossessed by Bernardo, but a free kick.
4 fouls apiece for the half.
Thanks to Green Play Australia. Adelaide City will probably go to their bench very shortly by the looks of things. In fact, they're going to go right now to their bench. So let's see who's coming off for Adelaide City. Number 10. 10 off.
Boffa coming on.
Is it Kostopoulos coming off?
Yeah, but I can't see where he is. Oh, there he is. I think he's just realised as well. So Evan Kostopoulos coming off. And it's James Boffa coming on, Rob.
Yep.
It's good to see Kostopoulos running off. He could have walked off. The referee might have given him a card.
Yeah.
The way it's going tonight. Well, time the enemy now, boys. 36 minutes gone as the ball goes into the box for Adelaide City. That could have been a foul. Gee, that should have been a foul against the Adelaide City player there, but
You've got the right end of the stick with the referees,
they haven't.
haven't they?
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
What's the referee? Referee. What's the free count, Benny?
Oh, in this half it's 4 apiece. It was 6-1 in the. Sorry, 8-1 in the first half.
And here's a chance now for City. And a corner there. Fresh airy. Tries a second bite at the cherry, but it must have been handball. So relieving free kick to MetroStars. What's the referee indicating here?
They can make a change.
Another change.
Okay.
Is that their fourth now?
This is their fourth. So,
Okay.
Deloisio coming off.
gee, the sub
Subbed
being
yeah.
subbed.
Well, you got to put an attack.
Got to go for it, don't they?
Wow. So he must have been injured then to be on the bench at the start and then to come off now.
So Benedetti
Wow, that's interesting.
is on. That's a short back line.
Well, it's all or nothing now,
That's
Rob.
it.
Barbiero goes to Davis. Henderson, lonely man at the back.
Still getting the
Look
Bronx
at that
cheer.
attacking front line, though. Goodness me. Maury, Bernardo, Smith,
They've got to get it there.
Esposito, Benedetti.
Not bad,
That's
huh?
right.
Still trying to go. Defence has been strong for Adelaide City. Barbiero sends it in. Gow, I don't think he'll get there. Or did he?
Corner.
Yes, he's won himself a corner kick.
Well there.
Well done, Gow.
Metro's
Gow.
fourth corner of the half. Adelaide City haven't had a corner in this half.
That's thanks to Green Play Australia's Gow will take a left foot out swinger from the far side. Metro 3-1 down, time the enemy. Goes near post, couldn't beat Iraborna, and then moved on by Corbo. But Davis giving chase now. They've had a lot of possession, Ben,
They sure have.
in
yeah.
their attacking half, but it's that final third as
Just so well organised at the back, Adelaide City.
Murray on the
Hard to
far
break down.
side, absolutely goes short. Smith inboard. From distance, Barbiero, and just off target. Tell you what, there's been a few just off targets tonight for them from distance. Gee, that could have almost superseded Carter's goal had that gone in.
Nice off the boot, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great technique.
So 39 minutes now.
Sturt Lions 2, Panthers 0 away from home.
Yeah, but Panthers are promoted, aren't
That's
they?
right.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
what the heck? Write me a check. So 39 minutes gone in the second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. 3-1, you just about call it, Ben, season over for MetroStars.
Still 0-0, both up games.
Yeah.
The elimination, Croydon Kings 0, Raiders 0, Campbelltown in the second semi-final.
You can have all the players you
With
want up
two-legged
front,
there.
but the passing needs to be that little bit better, doesn't it, instead of attacking third.
Absolutely.
Campbelltown 0,
done
Comets
well there.
0.
Good intercept by Booker, trying to do a bit of a pirouette, as Rob would say. Davis now goes back to Barbiero. Barbiero chips the ball forward, wanting a runner to get on the end of it. Smith is that runner, but gee, Marisic gets in the way and puts it out of play.
Aiming for Chappie's car again.
It's okay. Chappie's got enough money. He can buy another one. So now Gow. 5 minutes of normal time plus whatever the referee sees to put on. It's not even 3-2. I'd call it now as game over. But Gow. Oh, interesting challenge.
That was a good challenge. No, it's a corner.
Well, I guess they got to keep a lid on that down there. You're right next to it, Benny.
Yeah.
And Elder comes across to keep the lid on it. Gowan, actually, they just keep following you, Ben, don't they?
I'm a magnet, what can I say?
It's that microphone as the left foot in swinger comes in.
That's
deep!
decent.
Too deep, and gee whiz. Who was that? Esposito tried the fancy Cristiano Ronaldo wearing the 23, but it didn't come off.
So what, Hamish Gow's delivery has been pretty good in these set pieces in the second half.
Absolutely.
Got a lot of future, hasn't he?
So it looks at this stage, City will be going through, and Metros that finished third will be dropping out. Gee whiz.
So goal kick by Woodland. Can Metro get back into this game? Doesn't look like it. Adelaide City will advance next week.
Good ball.
Into the other elimination against the winner of Raiders versus Croydon, which the scoreline is still 0-0.
So Orchard came on, and who went off?
Christopoulos.
No, that was another sub. Boffer's on.
Christopoulos.
Oh, Perry Mitras went off earlier.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Mitras, sorry. Correct. They're going into attack. It's just Bernardo's done nothing tonight.
What's the service, Rob?
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
if you don't get service, how can you do anything?
And look, early in that second half, he had 3 players around him every time the ball was played to his feet. So they've done their homework, Adelaide City, and defensively been very, very good.
Great ball to Gow. Left side of the park. Flicked it on to Benedetti. Gets the ball. Crack it! Whoa, right in the feet of the keeper. Did well in the end. Smith has got it. Well, good work there by Booker.
Good steal.
Gets it out to Orchard. And Barbiero just can't control
Woodland's
it.
definitely been the busier of the both keepers. That's his 3rd save of the half.
Thanks to Green Play Australia. Well, it's a funny old game, isn't it? Waters now with a throw-in, finds Booker. Adelaide City now look like definite victors. In fact, might even get another one on the break as Carter's in the box, one way then the other. Carter elusive and in. That's 4-1. I think it was well before that.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is. So that's who you'd be talking to, I'd imagine, at the end.
Yep.
88th minute. Wow. Terence Carter, when it counts, if I could say big money transfer at this league. And maybe he's paid his dues tonight for the whole
Great
season.
goal, wasn't it?
Look at this, one way then the other. Great balance. Still a lot to do. Near poster
that's
too.
right.
Carmody will be disappointed that he didn't protect his near post maybe a little bit better, but that was a ferocious shot. Terence Carter, 3 goals, hat-trick hero. And mind you, he also received the yellow card tonight, so he's done it all.
Maybe slightly lucky to stay on the park too.
Absolutely, with his elbow dance. Well, maybe he was doing the chicken dance, Rob.
Yeah, so Metros. Gee, last time we were here, boys, they won 5-1. It's amazing how
Campbelltown too, yeah.
Against Campbelltown.
Gee
Amazing
whiz,
how it turns around.
And Adelaide City going to their bench, and the hat-trick hero coming off.
And that was Campbelltown's last loss, wasn't it?
Sure was.
This season.
100%.
So, how does this decision look now by the committee to not renew Matricia's contract?
Egg on their face.
Egg on their face for the decision coming out when it did. Number 1, this is the 2nd egg on the face. 2 eggs in 1 week. Well done. Have a look at yourselves.
I think that was that decision was made a long time ago, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I
well,
think.
even if it was, Ben, why was it made now is my grievance.
Why was it
long time
announced
ago,
end of the
mate.
minor rounds?
Correct.
Make
No,
the
what
change.
at the end of the season, not even the minor round, they're in the finals. Why distract the club of a potential grand final? But anyway, what do I know?
Yeah, not much. It goes to MetroStars, right-hand
Well,
side.
certainly responded on the pitch.
They have. And I did say that before, didn't I?
I don't have a
I said the
24 on my
players
sheet, Rob.
have to respond for the coach, and they did.
What, to make the committee look stupid?
Yes. The players got to respond, and they did.
So, in other words, you're saying that the players have backed the coach.
100%.
And
They are playing this game for Michael. Don't you think?
Oh, look, I would. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Adelaide City. Up in the air it goes. Don't know who's running the club at this stage at Adelaide City. Just changes galore.
I think it's Freddie something.
No, he's not there anymore.
No, it's a joke.
Oh.
Something Freddie.
Kruger. Is that what you're talking about?
Ben, you might have to help Rob on that one. You know you wear glasses, Rob?
Yeah.
What do you sometimes refer to when you wear glasses? Something Freddie.
Yeah.
Blind.
Thanks, Ben. As Adelaide City now maybe looking for a fifth. Ball in board. Benazareki plays it wide.
Oh, blind Freddie.
Oh, wow, 12 years later. Orchard, not on the same wavelength. Hey, how come I don't have a 24 on my sheet here, Rob?
Who's that?
It's probably Doot.
Yeah, it's Duke.
Yeah, but you've got him as 18.
Well, you know, Adelaide City.
Is this the roast or the broadcaster's game?
That's all right.
No, it annoys me because I followed them as a kid, and I just...
It's a great club.
It was a great club,
Yeah.
I'll say. It was a great club.
Still is.
Oh, well, some...
Memory, you can never forget tradition at the club.
And that's what disappoints even more sometimes. Oh, that's a foul. Going against Doot. A once great club, but then I suppose a lot of West Adelaide supporters could say the same thing. Yeah.
100%. They were a great club too.
Yep. Some great derbies in the good old days when we were young.
Right-hand side of the park.
There's Trimmers down here. You could have a chat with Trimmers and...
New Bacala coach.
Is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. See, that
Put his
didn't last
jacket on.
long. Well done.
Davis goes into attack. Esposito. Or too late. It's all Adelaide City. Adelaide City will go through to the next round.
2 minutes of extra time being played. Gow not giving up the ghost. Gets one in. Gee, Esposito was hoping for the volley of the century. Keeps it in, takes it to the byline. Nice evasion. Chips it into the box. No one's at the back post.
And at this stage, they could be meeting Croydon.
It's been a score.
Croydon leading 1-0
Wow.
against Raiders.
Wow.
And Campbelltown and Comets still 0-0. I predicted a draw there.
Are you looking good for the trip?
No.
Oh, no, this.
I'm down here.
Oh, of course.
And that can be a draw, can't it? Because it's a qualifying final.
Yeah. No extra time in that one.
Duke gets high. Trying to get Benazareki to run onto it, but it runs to Carmody instead. 3 minutes approaching of extra time in the second half, but we're just going through the motions now as Adelaide City 4-1 up. Remembering that Metro were down to 10 men from early in the first half. As now they have some defending to do. The keeper comes right out playing sweeper. Waters.
Fair bump.
Heads it on. Orchard. Tried to dummy, didn't come off. He's been busy tonight. Poor old Barbiero. Fabes has played very well tonight.
Could have been his last game.
Oh, you're joking. Maury now for MetroStars.
He's not getting any younger.
Well, he's not looking any slower.
No, he's had a great
He's looking great, yeah. I think this has been
I'd be
the games
surprised
we've
he'd
seen.
do well on the Serge Melter count.
I agree with you. It's a foul.
Unless he's been suspended. Will you still get it if you're suspended?
I don't know. Thinking McGarry medal again, Rob. Wrong shape ball.
No, they still do it.
So Adelaide City cut out by Gow, who hasn't stopped trying all night. Maury on the far side comes away with it for MetroStars. 4 minutes of extra time played, mind you. Smith couldn't control it, and that'll go over the line for a throw-in. And Captain Stevens, someone's getting a yellow card, and it's Bernardo. That's frustration.
That was afters.
Yellow card for Bernardo.
Other than the uncharacteristic mistakes, Metro, you look and they have actually had some really good performance tonight, really, but unfortunately not their night.
Well, Matricia's just outwitted Robbie tonight at Saracino, and they've played this to perfection tactically. They let Metro come at them, got them on the break, but as you said, been a couple of mistakes, but they still absorbed a lot of pressure.
Hang on,
Definitely.
what was it, after 30 minutes they had a play sent off?
It was earlier than that.
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah.
So it was always going to be difficult.
Yeah, but they've always had possession, Rob. He's always absorbed Adelaide City's defence, and this is probably why they've only conceded 23 goals in 22 games. Very well structured at the back, and they were prepared to let Metro come at them, and they were coming at them. They've had the majority of possession. There's no doubt about that, but just that final third. It's James Boffa just remonstrating with some of the players there on the far side.
Coming back from injury too, Boffa.
Robbie Saracino just
Went a bit earlier.
asking some questions of the fourth official still. Anyway, from the throw-in now. Spinata still over the ball, just receiving that yellow card. Morrie inboard. Good, almost a good turn by. There it is, that's the full-time whistle. And Adelaide City run out victors 4-1 over MetroStars, who finished the season proper in third spot and a handy 10 points ahead of Adelaide City, mind you, in the regular season. But it's Adelaide City who prevailed tonight, 4-1.
Yeah, great effort by Adelaide City. Well done. Pressure on them. Their coach wasn't reinstated for next season, and they did it for Michael Matriciani to live another day. Can they continue?
And at this point, look like taking on Croydon, who are leading over the Raiders in the other elimination final.
Yeah, still 15 minutes to go there. 16 minutes plus time on.
So there's some very dejected MetroStars players coming off. And, well, they gave it as much as they could, I think, Rob. It's just a little bit more clinical, Adelaide City, tonight. More patient, Adelaide City. Because it was Metro's.
There were signs last week, weren't they? They were starting to get into it.
Yeah.
And the signs are...
Terence Carter with a hat-trick tonight. And, well... what can I say? He comes good at the right time.
Game's over, boys. Just shake hands.
Yeah, what happens on the park stays on the park, and you know, look, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah.
And in the context of life, it's only a game.
Adelaide City boys live.
We'll go on
to the next week's elimination.
They certainly took their chances tonight, didn't they, Adelaide City? When you think about it, in that second half in particular, 7 goal-scoring opportunities for Metro to 3 for Adelaide City.
Just in that second half?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks to Greenplay Australia, those stats. Here's another thought for you, Rob. How important then was that loss last week to the Blue Eagles that MetroStars suffered? Because had they won that, of course, with the draw that the Comets were in,
they would have been minor premiers.
That's right, and would have had a double chance. They wouldn't have been
in this
going for the mothballs now, yeah.
That's the way
so how critical
faith works, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just look at the great save Carmody did, and 2 minutes later
gave away
a goal.
And it wasn't anything to do
O'Donnell
with the sun.
gave away a goal. They gave away 2 goals.
They did. They did.
They were reduced to 10 men.
Yeah. Actually, they gave him an early Christmas present, didn't
they? You know, crossed over a black cat or something. I don't know what they'd done.
Yeah. It's not Friday the 13th. That's next week.
Underneath the ladder, did something, broke a mirror. It just wasn't their night.
Could have understood if it was next week, Friday the 13th, but not this week. But it all went
Correct.
horribly wrong, as you said.
Correct.
So Adelaide City just acknowledging their supporters, who were very vocal tonight.
They got a great back line, though. We've got to give it to them. Marisic, Zach Waters, Bradley Corbo. You know, he was unbelievable tonight in the midfield. You know, Terence Carter with 3 goals.
Let's go down now with Benny Dale and Terence Carter.
Yeah, man of the moment, no doubt about it. Terence, hat-trick tonight, hero, fantastic goals. Goodness me, how you feel?
Oh, no, I feel good. Actually, I don't feel great, but no, to get the win, and for us boys, we've been working so hard, and during the season, some of the games didn't go our way, and we've just been grafting and grinding every week. So to come out here and things to click it was great. So yeah, all the boys are absolutely buzzing, as you can see. So.
You took a knock early in that first half and came off for a little while. Looked like you had a bit of a problem with the ankle, but feeling okay now, or?
I had to get it strapped, so I rolled my ankle just as I tried to go past on the lads over there. But again, it's a final, so it's when you're hurting, when you're feeling not as great, you gotta suck it up and stuff like that. So I sucked it up and kept going.
Your first year at the club, and I know it's a difficult position to be in. The club, they made the statement throughout the week of MetroStars finishing up at the end of the season. Yep. Obviously, it's difficult. The boys, you know that he's leaving at the end of the season. But what sort of impact, if any, did that have on the boys this week?
To be honest, it did rattle us at first because obviously we weren't aware of it. End of the day, what happens off the pitch happens off the pitch. So Mike has been very professional. He came in on Monday, gave us a little speech and just said, let's get on with it and let's get going for this game. And I think all the boys reacted well to it. Again, when you hear news like that of your coach leaving it during the season being still on, it's like, what's going on kind of thing. But we definitely rolled our sleeves up today and just said, let's get the win.
Defensively, the boys have been outstanding, on average conceding just a goal a game. So when you went 2-0 up and they were down to 10 players, it did look like it was going to be quite a mountain for Metro to climb. But how did you boys, they came at you early in that second half, so you had to dig deep as well.
Oh yeah, no, of course, Metro are a quality side, just like most of the teams in the NPL. So we like you said, we haven't conceded many goals, and we block from the front, and me and Buko, like, we have to work pretty hard as forward. So again, it's a credit to everyone as a unit, and Woody and the boys in the back, Zaki, Woody, I can't even talk right now, but Jacko, all of the boys together, they're solid units. So it makes it a lot easy for us to then go and score a couple goals and hopefully get the win, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, one thing I did notice tonight was Mitras, Buko, yourself. Mitras hasn't played in that position very often throughout the season, so to see that combination between the three of you was really good, and you're clicking at the right time of the season.
No, exactly. Again, like I've said before, I feel like we've had some good patches, but we haven't had the results. But after you grind and you build and you do the things that Mike has been trying to instill in training, you see it click today. We're all buzzing about that, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just so knackered.
Not a problem. Look, you did a great shift tonight. I know a few of the boys were asking for a bit of a shout out. Anything you want to say before you finish up? And let you go
no, all good. But again, just we're City. I'm happy that we're getting to the next round, and hopefully we can try gold away again and get some silverware for Adelaide City.
Congratulations tonight. Great goal, and you'll look forward to watching the replay of that one, no doubt. And good luck for next week.
Definitely.
Thanks, Terence.
Appreciate it.
Well done, Benny. Just watching here, Michael MetroStars coming down the players' race, getting acknowledged by both sets of supporters and club officials. And I wonder how Michael's feeling at this moment. I mean, it'd be hard
proud.
for him to...
You can see him behind
proud,
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's relieved.
Relieved, it's just...
He's happy.
I don't know. But Terence Carter, you know, can frustrate at times because he can, if he could put displays like that in every week, Benny, this guy, and I don't want to do a Rob Peppicelli, could be playing A-League for mine.
I think he's got the quality, if he was consistent, no doubt, to be playing at the next level.
We saw him at the Raiders light the pitch up and just injured. Explode.
You can see he's been injured.
But you can see when he's on, he's on.
Yeah.
But he's not consistent. He drifts out.
Well, the games I've seen of Adelaide City, and you guys have seen exactly the same, they haven't really created a lot to me up front. They've been very disciplined defensively and quite good possession through the midfield, but they've lacked in creating a lot of chances and been quite, exciting in that attacking third. So Terence, he didn't have a lot of opportunities tonight, but he certainly took them.
They might not be exciting, but they are effective, Ben. You know, and at the end of the day, it's not... They don't want to do pretty football. They just want to get the points on the board and be productive, and that's exactly what they were this season.
They're in the change. You go in the change rooms, boys.
So MetroStars earlier this season beat them 2-1, but did they get the evener upper tonight? 4-1 in an elimination final. So that's saying something, boys.
Does it reflect the MetroStars' performance tonight?
I don't think the scoreline did, to be honest. And when you looked at goal attempts for and against,
certainly deserved to win, but.
Excuse me? Adelaide Oh, sorry. Gee whiz.
Adelaide City.
Sorry, Rob. My apologies.
I didn't say Metro. Adelaide City certainly deserved to win.
Yeah, you can probably hear this.
But Metro, had their moments. They had
you can probably hear the happiness of the Adelaide City change room in the background. They're right behind us, and so they should be. So I ask you again, Benny, as a coach, what's Michael going through in there at the moment?
Look, I think as a coach, you're looking at the 90 minutes that you're working in right now, and I think he'd be very impressed with the boys' performance tonight, very happy with the result, and I think no doubt professionalism. Matriciani, I did my CNB licence with him, and he was an epitome of professionalism. I think he'll be already starting to partly think about next week and who he's going to be playing against, and taking it to another level, and hopefully playing in a grand final at High March, or Coopers, should I say.
Who do you reckon they play next week?
Where is the officials of Adelaide City that gave Michael Matriciani
the marching orders?
Where are they?
Probably hiding somewhere.
Where are they? Are they here watching the game? Whoever made the decision?
Probably
it's a
not.
difficult one. We don't have all of the information that they had in regards to making the decision. Those decisions get made all the time. Are they the right ones? Are they the wrong ones? Well, only time will tell.
But aren't they supposed to be supporting the team?
I don't know whether they're allowed to go in the change rooms. I'm not sure what the rule is there.
I don't think I was going to say. I don't think there's too much social distancing going on.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment too much more on that. But look, we see decisions.
I don't want to mention his name because I know who it is. I haven't seen him.
Yeah,
I have not seen him. I didn't see him last week.
How do you know it was one individual?
Because I know.
One person made that decision.
Yeah,
you don't think the committee would have spoken about it?
I don't know.
So there you go. So how can you blame it on one person?
No, well, he's the one that... Yeah.
The fish stinks from the head, is that what you're saying?
100%.
It's interesting, though, because, 100%. You've got your crystal ball, Rob, but I heard whispers before the season even kicked off that...
So why have him in the beginning then?
But I believe he was on a 2-year contract from the start.
Okay.
Benny, I'm not disputing the fact of a committee changing their coach. Yeah. My grief...
Do it after the season.
Why did it come out this week?
Yeah.
Right, why did it come out this week is the only question, and the question that they should be asking themselves as well. If you want to be taken seriously, what happened this week, and this result makes you look, I won't say what I said earlier on, stupider, because that's not probably the word. How about more stupid, right? That's all my grief is, all right? You can change your coach. You're the committee, you do what you like. But God Almighty, to come out this week and do it, what are you? 10-year-olds? I don't know. This isn't in the park football. This is
do it after the
NPLSA,
season.
exactly.
Doesn't matter. It's fair enough. They sacked the coach at the end of the season.
No, it's not even sacking.
At the end of the season, I said.
But we're not renewing your contract. If he had a contract that expired at the end of this season, no problem.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay. Yeah,
Why did this have to come out this week is my problem.
Well, the boys certainly responded, and it just goes to show that they've got a good, what's the word?
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie within the playing group. They've got reasonable support. They'll just continue to be professional, and they've got Herney in there as well. They'll obviously just continue to stay focused on what they need to do throughout.
One step at a time, isn't it, Benny?
Yeah.
Next week against either Croydon or Raiders. At this stage, Croydon leading 1-0 with 5 minutes to go. So could be Croydon at Croydon's ground.
And you know what? Credit to Terence the way he responded to. What happens off the pitch is their issue. What happens on the pitch is our issue. So well done to the players for keeping their heads in what was a disruptive week, in my view.
And they did it for Michael.
Well, that's your view.
Well, the way he was talking.
Yeah, no, that's
So
right.
they
Benny, have we gone through the full-time stats, mate?
Only the goal attempts we went through, and I said there was 7 goal attempts, 4 on target, 3 off target for Metro in that second half, 1 on target and 2 off targets for Adelaide City in the second half, 3 saves to Woodlands, and they were good saves, 2 important saves. They were right at him, but they still had to be made. The foul count was 4 MetroStars to 5 Adelaide City in that second half. There was the 1 offside in the whole game for Adelaide City, and 5 corners Metro to no corners for Adelaide City in that second half as well. So, and the scoreline, as we know, 4-1 to Adelaide City.
Okay, mate, very concise. Adelaide City very effective. Maybe the numbers favouring MetroStars, but they were just more clinical, Adelaide City in the end. I think a good victory and a very tactical victory, if I could say. Rob, some scores before we wrap it up here.
In the two-legged final there, it's Campbelltown 0, Comets 0. And in the elimination, 86 minutes played, it's Croydon Kings 1, Raiders 0. So if that stays as is, it will be Adelaide City against Croydon Kings at, what is it, Burke Ellis Ground, isn't it? Jack Smith Park.
Yeah.
Okay, from the entire LSA team, we hope you've enjoyed it. It was all thanks to Boral, the NPLSA elimination final. Adelaide City running out victors 4-1 against MetroStars, who were the hot favourites at the start of this game. From Benny Dale, our boundary rider, from our two camera boys, Chappie and Young Pete, our producers down there, Bomber and Jimbo, what do we call Jimbo now? He's got the promotion. No, he's the director. He's the director. Jimbo and Bomber. Oh, whatever. Come on.
CEO.
From your commentators, Paul Pellizzari and Rob Peppicelli. Keep warm, and we'll catch you next week for the NPLSA finals.
Up for the fight. We party all night. We're Leeds United, and we're coming home. So stand up for Marcelo, hoist up the Yorkshire Rose. It's time to say goodbye to all that we've known. We wanna go home. He's taking us home. We're Leeds United, and we're coming home. Torn the league apart. Bielsa's just too smart. He's firing us back to the Premier League. They said we would fall, but we've shown them all. We're Leeds United, and we're coming home. So stand up for Marcelo, hoist up the Yorkshire